We are live. For anyone who just made it with the notification, I'm gonna be pulling up to the chat in a second and welcoming you guys. This one is gonna start in just a second. How do you guys like the thumbnail? If there's anyone in the chat for now, is the thumbnail nice? Let me just refresh, and I'm gonna share it to Twitter. I'm gonna pull up to the chat. Today's a good day. It's a God of War 3 day. Alright. Hold up. Let me just share it to Twitter real quick. Even though not a lot of people really watch it from Twitter, but it is. It comes with the contract. God of War 3. No upgrade run plus. I'm still not confident with calling it, you know, just NUR plus. Because not a lot of people are going to understand it if I just typed NUR, which is the abbreviation for no upgrade run plus. Alright, thumbnail good. Sharing it to Twitter is good. Okay. Let's see. C, welcome. What a beautiful way to start the day. Thank you. Lukix, Bader or Bader. Alex, Eustace, Solid Snake, Alexander, Ruiz, Ilona, Cowlan, Alex again, GBCG, I don't know. Deliver Brett, Alex Laser. Welcome everybody. Cobrax, Kevins, Kilo, Jose, Random Box, okay. Sarcasmo, Alex Alexandru, Roldini, Spartan G, Snack Thanos. Alright, Mikey, Zesty, stop playing God of War and touch some grass. Come on, I'm always touching grass. Go to Blade of Olympus thumbnail, thank you. I really love when I get compliments for my photo mode stuff. Is the game running? Okay. Okay. Kiyoyama, sup my dude, welcome. Dion Smith, welcome. Phase 7412. When God of War Ragnarok? No, I'm not comfortable with streaming that game yet. And I'm not even playing it a lot. Potato Man. Hey, yo, Zesty. Hey, man. Nice thumbnail. Thank you. Okay. What are we doing today for people who are going to be watching this after the stream? Let's just explain. We're playing God of War 3. Tosha, welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah. We're playing God of War 3. It's a no upgrade run plus, where I cannot upgrade my weapons at all. And it has to be on the hardest difficulty. And I can't extend my meters. My health meter, magic meter, and my item meter. This is not Pain Plus. Again, a couple of days ago I was streaming Pain Plus. No, this is no upgrade run plus. I can use any weapon I want. I can use items and everything. Bro, I'm about to go broke. Why? My name is a mixture of the Greek name Thanos and the English word snack. I just learned that Thanos is Greek. Thank you. I was just trolling, man. No hate at all. It is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna press restart the checkpoint. You're gonna see where I'm gonna start. I'm starting right here. This is where I'm starting, like, it's after the Athena cutscene, because starting from the start, it's kind of a tutorial, you know, the section. It's always like that, so, hey. And in here, I'm gonna use a lot of this, because you can get a lot of ring outs like this, you know. Just run with them and throw them. Because if you run and throw them, you can just direct them to whatever you want. And we're not greedy here. Fuck these guys. Fuck them bitches. And we have the grapple and everything. Yeah, the run's going good. Now, before I continue on any longer, is the stream good? One in the chat if the stream is running good, if my audio is good, if the game audio is good, and everything, just one in the chat. If it's bad, two in the chat. For now, we're running this. This is pretty simple right here. Like, we're just... Come here. Boom. This is how I like killing these guys. Like, jump, triangle, circle. Boom. And I actually want to try out something. Hold on. I'm starting here, basically. Let's explain that again. So at the start of the game, you had the Blades of Athena. And it's not a lot of fun. It's just you fighting Poseidon and here and there. It's not like Pain Plus. If it was Pain Plus, I would have started from the start to showcase, you know, that I can beat the thing without magic, without other weapons and stuff, even though you only have one weapon, really. But since it's no upgrade 1 plus, I mean, it's a given that I can beat that section when I'm maxed out. And I'm gonna showcase my skill if you don't believe me in this run. This is where I start every time, even for Pain Plus, but since it's a stream right now, if I do Pain Plus, I'm gonna start at the start of the game. But yeah, this is where I start now because it's easier and there's not a lot of cutscenes going on and all that good jazz. So now the run shall commence. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of ones. Thank God this stream is running good. Any tip on me being stuck on Scorpion boss fight at chaos difficulty? I mean, when he does the huge slam attack, what you can do is perfectly time your rolls, but that's a given. If not, if there's a nearby Scorpion, just make sure to grab him because you do get iframes. It is not the most advisable thing. It's not so reliable. Like if there are other Scorpions and I just died, I thought I had the wings. If there are other Scorpions around you, they could hit you. Sorry, I'm always about to say kick. They can hit you like after the moment you're done with the grab. So be careful. What you want to do is spam a lot of triangle with the cestus to clear out the small guys, and you don't want to attack in the air. You have a lot of tools on Chaos. Kind of surprised you're stuck at that. I mean, it is somewhat hard, but you have a lot of tools. Like you can magic if you're not confident with your thingy. Alright, let's show him who's the boss. Grab him, battering ram. Boom. God, I love it. So yeah, you have a lot of tools, really. I actually want to try out something. So for my max blades percent run, next time I like whenever I stream it next time, it's gonna be much better than the last time. I assure you, because I learned a lot of stuff from God Mode God, and it's just beautiful. Man, why am I playing so shitty? My hands are kind of cold, so it is what it is. So yeah, now back to Scorpius. It is easy. You can like if you're afraid of his big slam, you can either time it perfectly, which is hard, or magic attack, or grab one of the small ones around you, and you can clear out the small ones by triangle of the Nemean Cestus, which is very good. Even when the Scorpius is down after you hit his legs and he breaks down and stuff, even then you can just, when you go up to his face, just mash triangle with the Cestus. It's much better than anything else, because you even clear out the small Scorpions around you. So there's that. That's my tips for that fight. NG Plus is only as a glitch in God of War 3, but you can also use the collectibles, which work as chests for infinite orbs and magic and whatnot. Yeah, but it's still not like a full-on New Game Plus. But hey, okay, so here I want to try out something. I want to bait this first hit. I want him to grab me. So if he grabs me and if I reverse his grab, I get 25 orbs. Even though I'm doing a... Come on, grab me, bitch. Grab me. And he did it me. So grabbing him on the rope actually gives 5 orbs. If he grabs me and I reverse the grab, you know, where you move the analog fast. Like, see, this only gives brutal kill, which is only 5 orbs. If they grab you, they kinda... there. If I reverse it, I think I'm gonna get 25 orbs. 25 orbs! This is gonna be very good for the greedy one that I'm gonna do. And this is a good way to avoid their attacks, you know? Attack from the other side, and you seldom avoid their hit. Okay, hold on. And I'm dead. I'm not gonna try it now, but on the greedy one, I'm definitely gonna do this. 25 orbs per enemy. How cool is that? It's funny, I was talking about God, and then God of War popped up. I love coincidences. Yeah. Zesty, why are you so handsome? I had to hide my girlfriend because of you. Hell no, fam. Boom, come here. Bam. Kick him, grab him. Boom. One guy behind you. Kick him, grab him. Boom. Again, weak. He's gonna hit you, but he's gonna go through me. Boom, grab him. Hello, welcome to the stream, Top King Gaming. This next guy we're gonna press R1, square, 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 L1 circle. Kick him, grab him. Die. This time I'm gonna make sure I don't get hit. God of War 3 on PS4 is better. If you have PS3, go for God of War 1 and 2 and Ghost of Sparta Unchained. There's also God of War Ascension on PS3, so there's also that if you're into it. I'm not gonna force you into God of War Ascension. But it's also funny that back then God of War would go far but never go far to curse, which is why cursing is a new game. Leave me baffled? They modernized it. They modernized the new God of Wars with cursing, yes. That's basically your message here. I think I'm gonna go back now. I really don't want to die again. But this is very good, honestly. 25 orbs. It's much better than this. This only gives 5 orbs. Come here. Now, this time I'm good. This time I'm not fucking dying. And I know something else to do when I near the end of this rope, which is fall, hold X, and here we are. Even though there was no more enemies, but hey, it is what it is. And again, this is no upgrade run plus. I can open chests. It's not like Pain Plus where you can't. So I'm gonna keep on reminding you guys about stuff. Man, there's a big thing that I love in these challenge runs. No upgrade 1 plus and Pain Plus specifically. You don't need to look for chests, you know, to search for chests and hidden chests and the long animation where your hurtling cleases. You don't need to upgrade anything. You're just raw dogging the game, and I fucking love it. Boom. In here, I'm gonna show you what to do. Reverse this, and of course break her. Pretty simple. When the next one spawns, in here we don't have big collision stuff, so we don't go for Orion harpoons and throws and stuff. Like, see, hold on, let me just demonstrate this. This only does 10 damage. It's not reliable. This, however, you can hit the enemy multiple times with it, and like the throw does damage. Like that's 10, 20. Like I just did 30 damage to the serpent, which is about 20 damage short from a full collision from God of War 1 and 2. So make sure to use a battering ram to your advantage. Also in here, she just made it a lot easier for us. Like, we're just shattering these fools. Boom. Boom. Bam. Come here. Boom. He's comboing. Who's this kid? This kid is comboing. Look! Magic King. Who's this guy? It's not advisable to magic here. I'm not gonna go ahead and say try your best to not magic. But you know, it's all about refinement, as Haristo Zimnas says. And of course, clearing a room without using magic is the best, like, is the cleanest way, I would say. It's like you're ready, you're there. You didn't need to consume your magic to go through a room. You just used your skill left and right, bobbing and weaving. God of War Ascension is a pretty good game, especially the first boss fight. It's pretty awesome. I specifically hate the first boss fight. It has a lot of flaws, and I fucking hate it. The game gets much better whenever you reach the village of Cura. Which is a thing with every God of War. There's the starting crazy mad section, then when the game calms down. And I usually prefer when the game calms down. It's much better. Except there are special cases, like there's God of War 1. God of War 1's starting section is really good. Like there's some very creative encounters. But usually what comes after these sections is much better. What comes after the crazy section, like God of War 3. This is the best level in God of War 3, the Underworld. And it comes after the Poseidon. Now Poseidon is good, it's very crazy and stuff, but when you favor combat in a game and, you know, just better encounters and stuff, it gets much better whenever the calm phase comes in. In God of War 3 is the Underworld. In God of War 2 is the section after Pegasus. In God of War 1 is the city of Athens. You know, after killing the Hydra and after you sail to Athens. In God of War Ascension, same thing as the village of Cura. The starting boss has a lot of, I don't know, poor choices. The camera zooms out way too much. It's not good. It is good for spectacle. It's fun. Hell, it can be fun with some sections, but it's about it. Zesty, don't forget to evolve your blades. We're not evolving blades today. We don't do this shit around here. We jump. We catch him with... Oh, I missed it. We're about to get the bow. The bow can be very good for a lot of stuff I'm gonna tell you. First, canceling animations. So after rolling, you can cancel your animation and instantly start running, which is always good. And I just got kicked. Good. Come here. Boom. Use all the magic. I mean, you could just wail at him and dodge and stuff, but I just want this to end quick. Come here. And down. Now, for some reason, in here, hits don't count. Which is something I should care about in my greedy run. Which, by the way, if you tune into my streams, you would know that I do God of War 3 max blades percent that I have. And I have to essentially just max out the blades as soon as possible. And it's a very fun challenge. That's why I care so much about hit points. Very important question. Is there any difference between God of War 3 on PS3 and PS4? Because I just got my PS3 out and the attic and I want to play some OG games. There is absolutely no difference. You can only... The only thing that is actually a big difference is the New Game Plus glitch. You can't do it in on PS3. You can do it on PS4. But that's it really. Not a big deal. Can I grapple to? Yes! Look! And he knocked me down. Can I... Son of a bitch! I'm not telling you guys to do this, obviously, if you do this run. Like, it's not advisable. Like, why would you want to grapple up there? Because he instantly knocks you down, but... It is what it is. It's cool. Boom. And I got up here without the thing. Isn't that cool? See, this is what I mean when I say these games are so free. They give you the freedom of playing. Wait, you haven't finished God of War 1 No Upgrade 1 Plus? I finished it 2 days ago. Was it 2 days? It was 2 days. Oh, there's that guy left. Now listen, in these challenge runs, it's much more honored to kill every single enemy. Don't miss out on enemies. Now the bow is very good because it damages the enemy pretty good. Like, you might say, hey, it's a little shot, but trust me, it does a lot of damage. In No Upgrade 1 Plus and Paint Plus, you only have 10 bows that you can shoot. That's because your meter is not upgraded and you can't upgrade your meter. Here's what I meant when I said animation canceling. See this? See how much faster you kind of come back to action and running? Like, you're instantly back to running. Whereas with this, it's much slower. In God of War 2, you can cancel with square into a jump, but in here, you don't carry the momentum. You just jump in your place. God of War 2 has such awesome inertia. But it is what it is. In here, just cancel it with the bow and then start running again. There's also other uses like this. See how I moved away fast from the plume? Let's go. Come here. Boom. Die. Now we're gonna face some harpies. Actually, before facing some harpies, you can do this to wreck these guys' days. Boom. And now we're gonna face some harpies. OH then Hyperion Ram? No. Hey Zesty, what are your thoughts about Ragnarok? I really like the game. Yesterday I finished God of War Ghost Spot on my PS3 and it was amazing. It is amazing. Now against these guys, you grapple up, boom. And then grab them in the ground. Or you can even mash arrows because it does a lot of damage. See how it's dead? It does a lot of damage, trust me. You can even infinite grab them in the air, which is a thing. I'm bad against harpies. You can be better. And let me just tell you something, and is that jumping against harpies is also really good. And you'll see in a second. Whenever they do that attack where they come at you, you know, they slam the ground. Boom, that's alternate. See, just jump. And you're generally safe when you jump. I'm gonna test something right now. And is that even on if you jump in your spot like this. Yeah, it misses, see? So it is good to kind of do it. Use that to your advantage. Come here. Boom. And it's dead. Boom. And this one's dead. And that one's dead. So whenever they do that thing where the area of effect shows up on the ground, just jump in your place or jump away. It is very useful. Yesterday I finished God of War 1. Congratulations. Sorry, my bad. I missed the part when you said that you're gonna master the Clone War. The Clone War, of course. Now, I practiced a little of the Clone War today, but I got some work to do and I went outside and stuff. But the practicing is nearly daily. I have a lot of stuff that I'm practicing. The Kratos boss fight in Devil May Cry 4, because I never did practice him before. I never even noticed that he's this great. Bayonetta, I'm mastering that game's combat. And actually, speaking of God of War 1, let's talk about that. In God of War 1, I'm trying to do a run. Since you guys are watching, I'm just gonna reward you with what I'm working on. In God of War 1, there are a lot of boundaries that you can abuse to, you know, like you can stand in a place and the enemies just stand in one place and they do not attack you, which is very, very good. In God of War 1, there's a lot of these sections. And I'm planning to do a whole one to record the sections where you can get boundaries that you can abuse. There are a lot of them in God of War 1 and I don't want to miss out on any of them. Let's go. Let's go. That's going to be the next, maybe the next major video, so I don't know. Hold on, let's just save the game. He's saving the game! This guy is saving the franchise! Who is this guy? Yeah, hold on. Let's just save in the Poseidon's chamber. Zesty, should I buy God of War 3? Bro, is that a question? Of course. Could you finish Clone Wars, please? I'm not comfortable with streaming it. I am very sorry. Whenever I am comfortable with streaming it, definitely, why not? What is better, God of War Ragnarok or God of War 3? God of War 3. By miles. By Miles Morales. These guys don't die with a hammer, with a battering ram? They don't. Humans. Look at the evolution. Now, the hands of Hades. Haristos always catches these hands. And I mean figuratively, not literally like what I do here. Okay, so you go up to him and grab him. It's pretty basic. In Pain Plus and No Upgrade Run Plus, of course the only place where you can't grab them would be in no grab runs. But I'm pretty sure you're not doing that yet. Boom. Am I the only one who thinks that Athena is damn hot in this game? In this game? She has a ethereal body. I don't know, it's not even like her true form. She looks like Jello mixed with some, I don't know, dark fantasy shit. Not my type. Not to kink shame you, but it is what it is. Come here. Boom. One bow. Okay. Hey Zesty, what's your anticipating game of 2023? Are you excited from Software next game, Armor Core? Actually, I don't know yet. Like, I need to see gameplay and a lot more gameplay to know that I'm gonna be excited for anything. And what I'm anticipating is Resident Evil 4 Remake, Spider-Man. Shoot these guys so that they don't make it to the thing. If they make it, they're gonna turn into a Fate Sentry. Well, you don't want that. Not that they're a big threat. Obviously, you can grab them and abuse the hell out of battering ram, but it is what it is. This guy's gonna come at you, block, do the thing where you launch the enemies instantly. It's a buffered launcher. I'm gonna show you how to deal with Minotaurs in just a second. Let me just clear out these guys. I don't want them to be problems. So here's what you want to do to deal heavy damage to this guy, even on level 1. And it's gonna be clear in just a second. Just clearing out these guys. I want the battlefield to be clear. Boom. Okay, whenever he rushes at you, you can cancel him by doing this, the Hyperion Ram. Or you can block it and then let go and hold triangle. I did it pretty delayed back there. But you can do it pretty good. Like, look, it's going to come out instantaneous. Like, look, you block this, boom. And then you go to town with him. What is advisable here is do Orion Harpoon, bow. See how much damage I took from him? The bow does a lot of damage. You want to use it in No Upgrade 1 Plus. You just basically want to either air grab this Minotaur so that his horns get stuck to the ground, or Orion Harpoon him, you know, the ground to air grab, so that his horns get stuck, and then just smash the bow. It is very, very useful. Make sure to use it. Use the hands of Hades to jerk. Whoa! What? Beat God of War 1 yesterday and been binging your channel since. Good stuff. Thank you so much, man. I'm really glad you enjoy the channel. In here, what I want to do is maybe have her use her gaze so that I can freeze these fellas. Boom. She's not doing it, so just hold on. I'm gonna try something. Boom. And there's the half of the population in this whole thing. Alternate Orion Harpoon. This is done by holding circle, actually. Hold on, let me just teach this as well since we have a harpy. Stop. So the circle is Kratos doing this. Holding circle is something else. He just throws the harpy. And now here we are. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just deal with this Minotaur one more time to showcase it to you guys. So, grabbing him in the air. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna clear it out in a second. Just hold up. You might see the alternate Orion Harpoon causing some nice... it just spreads the enemies away so good, but it does not do a lot of damage. Like, see this? Boom. It just wrecks a lot of enemies around you, but it does not do the craziest damage. What I'm trying to do here is keeping one Minotaur, but it is getting kind of crowded. For you to do this run, I advise you just kill the Minotaur back there. You know where there was a Minotaur with the serpent. The best way is to just like kill them both, you know. When you freeze them both, just kill them both. Okay, now air grabbing this guy. See his horns is gonna stuck? And then get busy with the other Minotaur maybe. But for now, no, don't do that. Just do this. See, even Orion Harpoon sticks his horns to the ground. So, Orion Harpoon, bow. Launch him. Orion Harpoon, bow. See? You do crazy damage. And hold on, is that a bot? Hot girls here? We ain't simping in this stream. Zesty, why the display is green? What do you mean the display is green? Remember to block and evade, Zesty man. Thank you, I will. Can you use skips in no upgrade run? No. Only a coward runs away. You are no coward. Boom. The bow does a lot of damage, remember that. Launch. Boom. Even air grabs does the same thing. He gets stuck to the ground. See? It does a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage! Why can't we rewind the stream, Zesty? Can you not? I think it's because I don't know what DVR is, but whenever there's an option in OBS and I turned it off just to see if the stream is gonna perform better, and it eventually just performs better. That's why I turned it off. So I'm afraid that's the issue. But it's fine, like after the stream is over, you can just rewatch the stream anytime you want. Today I saw a video of someone uses runic cancels in God of War Ragnarok. I mean, Gamebreaker God has been doing it for a while. On Twitter as well. OH, then BOA, then Hyperion Ram? Do you know what OH is? OH is Orion Harpoon. You can't also Hyperion Ram a Minotaur. Evolve! I will not! By the way, here's proof that everything is level 1. Zesty, why is the stream low quality? It's 720p, come on. Hey, come on, man. Calling out my 720 pixels. It's alright. Good night, Zesty brother. Hello. I mean, good night, sorry. So you want to push this. Light the asses on fire and it's gonna explode again, maybe? No. There are some cases where I got the explosion like 3 times for some reason. But hey. Foul Zesty, I will send you back to the depths of evolution. We will never evolve our weapons. That needs to be understood. I ain't feeling like grabbing you. Boom, and die with the bow. I love it. You just output a lot of damage in such a fast time. And let me show you a neat trick here. You don't need to jump to that beta. Let me hit that chest. Anyways, you don't need to jump there. Just jump over here. Easy. I prefer the original combat of the game. I don't like runic cancels. Same. It's the thing. A lot of people enjoy what Gamebreaker God does in God of War 4 and Ragnarok. I used to be in that crowd to cancel stuff and play like that, but I've stopped being using that playstyle a while ago. Doesn't matter how much you argue about it, it's not meant to be played like that. I much prefer the SMVR style of, you know, combat. It's like he uses the in-game tools and not cancels and stuff. Again, no disrespect to Gamebreaker God, but I'm just saying, I just prefer the other style where you use the original in-game tools and not cancels and stuff. Do you diversify your videos in the future? By diversify, do you mean playing other games on the channel? Maybe, who knows? I'm just comfortable with God of War, that's the thing. I've rarely seen you make content again. Well, it is because I'm not doing it full time, you know. Like I used to before. Look at these guys, man. Look at them. Look at them. I didn't even do anything. Have it back, bitch. Grab him. Throw him. You can ring him out like that. Man, why do I laugh so much at ringing out enemies? It's just so funny. Especially that other day with God of War 1 where I was ringing out the... Come here. Get out. The other day I was ringing out the Cerberus in God of War 1. I just died laughing. And Haristos has a video where he just... You know, he kicks him out as well, but in such style. He grabs him in the air and just smacks him down under the water. It's just so funny. Zesty, what is your favorite God of War game? God of War 3. Santa Monica should have kept the Hyperion grapple from the 2021 trailer. I mean, it looks cool. You mean the two-handed Hyperion ram? It is what it is. I mean, the one we have is also really cool. In here, you come near this lever. Then you come back and grab this guy, mash circle, and ring him out. And you can do the same thing with this guy, like just redirect him over there. And redirect him outside again. Boom. That's how you kill him the fastest. God of War Ragnarok is a bit disappointing. Feels like playing DLC. It doesn't feel like DLC. I don't know. For me, it felt really good and fun. I like it. It just has flaws that are easily fixable, but it is what it is. What do you mean it's in the game? I believe the director of the game put the runic cancels in Ragnarok. He likes it. Who? Okay. Is there a way? Is there like a section in God of War Ragnarok where the game tells you you can cancel this runic into another runic? Boom, bitch. Okay, triangle. Oh, he's dead. Kill him with the bow. And we're done. There is no text box in God of War Ragnarok that tells you, look, there is this neat trick where you can throw the axe and the blade and the spear at the same time. There's no such thing like that. Or, you know, you can kick and you can dual wield and stuff. It's not in the combat system. It is glitched. It looks like it's glitched. Because it looks like it's glitched, it is glitched. It's like me shooting the bow and using the head of Helios at the same time. It does not work like that. It's just a thing that that at the time was found. I don't know who found the dual wielding first. Was it SMVR or God mode, Gamebreaker God? But it is a glitch. Like it or not, it's a glitch. I'm sorry to come out clean like this, but it is glitch. It is a glitch. Also, collision in old game, the game does not tell you. Well, I mean, it's not like a glitch. It's a clear thing. If it's scaling with difficulty, if the numbers are increasing, – that means they meant to have it. They had it in God of War 1 and 2. In God of War 3 as well. In God of War 3, they noticed it because the battering ram was way too powerful. If the battering ram's collisions scaled with difficulty, that would have been a fuckfest. You would kill everyone. But they unfortunately stopped collision scaling because of the battering ram. Since you hit the enemy multiple times. But runic canceling is just, it's clear. It's not what it's meant to happen in the game. Okay, now with these guys, you abuse this boundary right here. You come down to these stairs. Bring them a little closer. Or just abuse them right here with the bow. See, the bow does a lot of damage. Hit him. With everything you've got, and then the bow. And then you come back here. Hold on, just drag him a little further and come down here. In here, they get disabled. AKA go stupid. So they don't attack you when you're here. See, I'm kind of abusing this spot right here. See how he's standing? And he just stays in there. Give him a spirit. This is spirit, by the way. This one is plume. This is bravery. Again, these are just terms that you can use. If you see him mentioned in the comments, just know that that's the name. Now, what I'm trying to do is kill both of them at the same time so that I don't have to deal with... Again, come down here if you want to be safe. Now, another Talos is going to spawn in. And this one, you don't really need the stairs, but the stairs are the safest thing. He's going to run towards you. Just come down to the stairs. And you're good. He does not attack. Boom. Attack him all you want. He doesn't do anything. Boom. Now, see this? Every hit does 10 damage. Even the throw at the end does 10. Imagine if this scaled with difficulty. It would have been broken. That's why they removed the collision system. Collisions is a system. It's not like something is bugged when you do it. It's like the game giving you tools to deal with stuff. If you're under-leveled somehow, the game is telling you, here you go. You have collisions. Smack that enemy into this enemy. It is also the game's, like... I don't know how to explain it. It's the game's combat system. Haven't you noticed that every encounter gives you small enemies? Not every, but nearly like 80-90% of the encounters just give you small enemies to deal with stuff. It gives you the tools to deal with the big fools. It's just a philosophy with the combat. It's not like there's something wrong. Something that wrecks everyone with one hit. It's just common sense in the combat design. I apologize if you get this question a lot. What's your favorite God of War? God of War 3. Collisions are OP in hard mode because of power percent. Full collisions 10%, 50%. Half collisions. Okay, you kind of explained it wrong. So on very hard, they go crazy. Not on hard mode. They scale with difficulty. On hard mode, they are better, but on very hard is where you really want to utilize collisions. They scale with the difficulty. They like multiply. A full collision is 50 damage on very hard. And a half is 25. Then the 360 throw on legionnaire enemies of the PSP games already do multiple hits on a single enemy? No, it's just one hit. But it's a full collision. It deals like 50 damage and it wrecks the enemy in front of you. Even if you're bringing the argument of double hits, even that is calculated. In God of War 1, you could do the double plume hit. In God of War 1, it was kind of broken because the second hit would come out of Kratos' ass. As God Mode God like to call it, the ass blast. In God of War 2, they noticed it and they fixed it. It's like you do a deep plume or maybe a deep spirit, which is the last strong slam, and you get double the damage. It's just your devotion to the thing where you're very close to the enemy and you just hit him that close with that attack that takes that long to make. And that's how it is with God of War 2. In God of War 3, you don't have it. It just says double hits, but it's not a double hit. In God of War 2, if you're very close and you hit him with this head on, that's a double hit. It wrecks the enemy. That is for your devotion for hitting him like that. Like you get that close. I discovered a way to use soul summoning magic and exiled Spartans at the same time. It looks cool. So what do? Do you just like use a magic and then pause? and just change the soul attack with the claws? Why are you breaking the pots? I'm not breaking the pots. You are. Bro, I'm stuck at the end of the labyrinth on very hard. I forgot how hard this game was, lol. What you want to do is have the undeads, you know, when you break their shields. After you break their shields, don't kill them. You have sirens. You can infinitely grab sirens in the air. And I'm going to show you in a second. We're going to approach some dogs right here. And I'm going to demonstrate how to deal with the sirens. It is much easier than you think. See these dogs? I'm going to showcase something. Hold on, let's just... Okay. So see this attack? And I can grab him again in the air? That's basically what you want to do. With the sirens, you can infinitely grab them in the air. And it is very good. Now with these guys, I just wanted to demonstrate stuff. Otherwise, just grab them and shoot them at their friends. I know it doesn't do a lot of damage because there are no full collisions in God of War. The collisions don't scale in God of War 3. So just grab them and throw them to their friends. And if they die, they die. So you have sirens in the last labyrinth gauntlet. Infinitely grab them in the air. They get wrecked. They get destroyed. Grabbing them for the last grab gives magic. You can use that to your advantage. When you get the wraiths, you can infinitely Orion harpoon them. And by infinitely, I mean literally infinitely. Just you do one Orion harpoon and she's perfectly set for the next Orion harpoon. So there's that for the wraith. The Minotaur, I just explained how to deal with them. Now you have a lot of tools on very hard, so you should know that it's much easier for you. I'm doing no upgrade run and it's this easy, so you can only imagine what you can do on very hard. So that, you have the sirens that you can infinitely grab in the air. Like after you grab them in the air, just mash circle again to get it again, to get the grab again. With the Wraith, you just grab her on the ground and then just smash circle as well to kind of get infinite Orion harpoons on her. With the Minotaur, you know what to do with the bow. Just do Orion harpoon to stick him on the ground and just mash the bow. And now the undeads, the guys with the shields. So after you break their shields, either with the magic of the Nemean Cestus or the Nemean Cestus Triangle, which is very good. It's a nice area of effect damage. What you want to do is that you don't want to kill these guys. Whenever you have a big enemy in the battlefield, make sure to grab an undead and to just use the battering ram on them. I'm sorry. Once you use the battering ram on the Minotaurs, you'll see how their health depletes a lot. Even though it's not the only thing that you need. Like, you have a lot of tools on very hard, but battering ram is the way to go. Don't kill undeads unreasonably. Keep them all in the battlefield. They're very useful. You can kind of manipulate the spawns so that you don't have a lot of sirens and wraiths at one time. If you only have undeads on the screen, you know, the normal enemies, kill one of them. Don't kill all of them in a bunch. Just grab one and press triangle. Then maybe a new siren is gonna spawn, which, you know what to do when a new siren spawns. Just one triangle, jump, grab her in the air. Infinitely. See, like, a battering ram does a lot of damage. To Minotaurs, to Cyclops, to everything. This does a lot of damage. It's just... it's good. Not a lot of crazy damage. But it's the closest thing you have to full collisions. And it hits multiple enemies, so... there's also that. Come here. Boom. Bam. See this? You can do this to the sirens as well. Hold on. Grabbing in the air. And then just mash circle. Again. Until the siren gets the O on top of her. And you grab her. It's basically what you want to do. Boom. And with the Minotaur, you want to launch him. Of course. Anyways, launch him, Orion Harpoon, spam the bow. Or maybe just wreck him with the billion other tools that you have. Hey man, how are you doing? Thank you, Denny. I'm doing fine. Zesty, why you commit animal abuse in God? Why you commit animal abuse in God of War? It is just, it's fun. Just to piss off PETA. It is what it is. Beep. Show me. Weak. Pathetic, actually. Not just weak. Lamau, it looks like Zesty is talking through Kratos. No audio and Kratos moving his lips while Zesty talks. What difficulty is this? It's on very hard. Now I'm gonna teach you guys something, and it's the boundary abuse. Zesty, why? I just read that. Hold on. Can we talk about the economic state of the world right now? No, we can't. You only get that privilege when you're the son of Will Smith. Notice how these guys are only taunting. Hold on, let's get in a better position. Look at that, Cerberus. And look at me. I'm running towards the outside, and they keep taunting. Whenever you run to boundaries, enemies keep taunting. You of course have to have a nice range with them. Like, you can't be running over here and expecting taunts. They attack. But when you have some decent range with them, they start taunting and you can abuse this. Like, hold on, I'm gonna try this. Boom. Look at me. I'm attacking to the outside, as in running to the outside. Turning around for this last attack. This can be very, very useful in the other Cerberus boss fight. Near the end, before Zeus. For anyone wondering. You can do this and the satyrs start taunting. The Cerberus starts taunting. Everybody starts taunting in there. So you can pretty much use this to your advantage. See, that guy got a little way too close. And here I am again in the same position. Running towards the outsides, or I guess gliding. And they keep on taunting. You want to abuse this so much because it's so useful. It's fun God of War Ascension with no upgrade runs. God of War Ascension no upgrade run is fun. If you have the shield in your hand, it is a lot of fun. Because you can do a plume that gives you all the effects. It's very, very fun. I don't know if you've seen me use it or Haristos. If you watched Haristos videos, you would know what move I'm talking about, but it is what it is. So you do one plume and you get all the effects. The Hades Soul, the Lightning of Zeus, the Fire of Ares, the Ice of Poseidon. You get the entirety of the effects in one plume. Now you can only imagine the amount of damage that you can do. What you want to do is, you know, circle, circle, triangle, right? That's the shield plume. You can only do it with the shield plume, not the normal plume. Circle, circle, triangle, and as Kratos is about to slam the blade, or actually as he's trying to start the animation to slam the blades, you want to just switch to every other element. Okay, behave, boys. And we good. Gonna read the chat in just a second. Boom. You broke the bot now. This game looks like DMC 2. It's awesome the amount of designs you can exploit. This was awesomely found by God Mode God. What has that man not found? Also another thing, I'm gonna get them to attack and I'm gonna show you something. Shoot the fireball. When you have enemies off screen, they don't attack. Look at this. I'm getting him off screen and he's just gonna cancel his attacks. I really want to demonstrate this. See, like that guy with the fireball? He cancels it. See? Again. And again. Hold on, I want him to do it again. See? I make him go off screen and he's perfectly gonna cancel his attack. And just got hit like an idiot. That's also something else that you wanna use to your advantage. You want to know how to kind of use the camera to your advantage. Beep. Bow does a lot of damage as well. I just wanted to showcase the boundary exploit. Just for you, if you're struggling in a place, you can do it pretty good if you have some good ranging with the enemy. Now I'm gonna show you something to really fuck these guys out. Boom, 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 boom. Keep on running outside until they start taunting. Again, hit him and mash the bow. See how he's wrecked? It does a lot of damage, which is very good. Beep. Let's read some chat. Something I noticed in all the Greek Saga God of War games except the first. You press triangle and then quickly press and hold square. Kratos instantly does the whole square attack alone. I don't know. I haven't tested that actually. It is a buffer. Like if I hold triangle in the air, Kratos drops down and does the whole triangle attack. See, like this. With no startup. He instantly goes for it. Boom. It is a thing that you can master for yourself. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. God, the bow does a lot of damage. And again, just hit him with a spirit into bow spam. It is very powerful. I wanted to showcase the boundary and I'm doing that and showcasing a cool way to damage them. The rage is useless. This shit is I don't know how to explain how shitty this rage is. I can't believe I had it at number 1 in my old top 5. A lot of my top 5s have to be redone, actually. Boom, 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 boom. Come here, bitch. It is dog shit. It is the shittiest rage mode in the world. It does not do a lot of damage. It's good to cancel animations. Like, you know, maybe you're doing a Cyclone of Chaos. You can just cancel it with the rage. That's about the only thing it's useful for. I can't find a single other use. The damage does not increase with you upgrading the blades. It does not scale the more you go. You don't get a level 2 rage like God of War 2. It is very bad. The best rage is indeed God of War 2's rage. In here, grab the dogs. Poof! Grab this guy. Battering ram. It is the most reliable thing in God of War 3. 10, 20, 30. Actually, I think I only hit him for 20. But it is the best thing. See, like, you're hitting all of these fellas and killing him at the end. You don't want to rely on collisions, on the Orion harpoons, or you don't want to rely on this, or even this. It's not like God of War 2 where it does 50 damage. Or like this. If it was God of War 1, this would do 50 damage. But they removed it because they didn't want this move to be OP. Something which is very stupid. They could have went around that pretty easily. Instead of nerfing the collision system, they could have just made this not scale with difficulty. Instead, they removed the entirety of the collision system just so that this thing is not OP. It's dumb. It's dumb. Just because of one attack, an entire system got dumped. I can't believe it. It is what it is. What difficulty is this? It's very hard. God of War 2 Rage Mode is the best. It is the best. It has an attack that rewards you for a high hit count. It maxes out your blades level. You've seen me use the Spirit or, you know, Plume or even the Hammer. It instantly maxes them out, the level 2 Rage. Like, I would do this, activate it at the last second, boom. This would do max blades damage. It is very fucking useful. Can't describe how useful it is. And you can use other weapons. It's cool that you're using the Blade of Olympus here. But it's just useless. When it's not doing the great damage that it's supposed to do, what good is that fucking Blade of Olympus? Nothing. As I said, it's only good for canceling animations. Nothing more. Boom. See, this doesn't do damage. This doesn't do a lot of damage. Even the square does not do a lot of damage. It's like, I don't know what this thing is for. Back then, I used to think it was good. It would do a lot of damage, but no. I think the best attack would be square, square, triangle, square, square, or maybe just triangle spamming. I don't know. Just know that it's not good. They didn't utilize circle. Circle is just a grab. You can even see me that I'm wasting it. It's not that useful in combat. It's just not. Barehanded Rage is the best. I don't know. It just suits Kratos. I have to disagree. Wrath is the fucking best. It's so useful. The barehanded, you would use it for getting out of dangerous situations. Which, come on. Rage Trial of Archimedes difficulty level out of 10. Unreasonably hard. Unfair. There, I'm just gonna say that. In here you grab the doggy. Boom. Grab the other doggy. Boom. Get busy with the minotaurs while the doggies come back up. Launch this guy. Oh, he doesn't get launched. Fuck it. Let me show you a much better way to deal with this. This minotaur is gonna come in. Launch him. Hold on. Orion harpoon him to this. Launch him again. Kick him out. And he's dead. This is a very nice spot to ring out. You also get orbs. Usually when you ring out enemies, you don't get a lot of orbs. So you just launch this guy. And he's out. Grab this guy. So yeah, you can ring them out, or you can just kill them in this room right here. So it is your choice. Dogs, just spam the bow. Does a lot of cool damage. I don't need to tell you that. Damn, I didn't even see this dog spawn. Boom. Bam. Bow spam kills him. These 10 arrows that you can shoot does a lot of damage. I'm better than you in every God of War. True. Is God of War 3 still your favorite game? Hell yeah. The worst rage in my opinion is God of War Ascension. Hell yeah. It doesn't even pause the hit counter. Which is just wow. I like it. I like the Fire of Ares rage mode, but then again, that's it. It's not the best thing. Yeah, makes sense. Goatee give W to God of War Ragnarok, not Stray. Game of the year? It did not give it wasn't God of War Ragnarok. Hey Zesty, I am sad that Ragnarok didn't win Game of the Year, which yeah, I love that Elden Ring won, but my childhood's favorite franchise didn't win. So is there any advice to move on from it? Because I feel sad. Bro, I'ma tell you one thing. You're taking this thing way too serious. You don't need to. It's just a game. Yeah, okay, and let's get the narrative of it's just a game out of the way, because I fucking loved these games. But it's not something you should really get sad about, I would say. I don't know. Boom. I don't think it's something they should really get sad about. Give me that hit. Boom. Top 5 hits in God of War. It's just a game award. You still have the game. It's not like the game was taken from you. Just have fun and play it. Don't even concern yourself with it. The joy is in playing the game and not just it getting Game of the Year. See, that was 40 damage. This guy is wrecked. He's crippled. It was 10 damage short from a full collision in God of War 1 and 2. It is so good. Battering ram is so good. But then again, I wish we had the full collisions with the throws and the... I basically wish we still had the collision scaling, but it is what it is. You butchered my beautiful queen! Does the Blade of Olympus in God of War 2 do more damage than in God of War 3? Definitely, I would say. The rage mode in here is trash. The Blade of Olympus is trash. In God of War 2 you have Divine Retribution that does not... difficulty does not affect it. You know the lasers, L1 and triangle? That does not get affected with difficulty, so that should give you a pretty good idea on how useful it is. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to behave. Boom. Come here. Bam. As I said, I'm bad against harpies. You can give me all the advice in the world. I know what to do, but I'm just... See, they move a lot. It's my problem. Other than that, I can just play it safe and guess just keep on rolling. But it's just that they're way too fucking aggressive. And thank God we don't have the God of War 2 harpies. God of War 2, you know, Hades harpies, the fire ones. Those guys fuck. Like, they fuck in every kind of way. And I'm dead. I didn't even see him in the air. If they released it earlier, maybe it could have won GOTY. It's not about... I don't think it's about earlier. Elden Ring is more gamey and it's just... It just outclassed God of War Ragnarok. There are less flaws in Elden Ring than in God of War Ragnarok. You have to face it. Ignore my old comments. When will you play God of War Ascension? We'll get to that. We're not in a hurry. We're enjoying ourselves with these God of Wars now. We'll get to Ascension as well one day. Hold on, is this a boundary? I just want to know, can they enter this place? Yeah. I think having them here is better. You know why it's better? The camera is much closer to Kratos in here. Meaning you're much less harpies are on screen, and that means less harpies attack. That is very useful. In here, the arena's open. See? there can be 15 harpies on screen and they all attack. But when you're in here, the camera is closer to Kratos, less harpies are gonna appear. Anyways, let's kill us some harpoos. Hyperion harpies by mutilation. Boom, 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 boom. Brrr, brrr. How many times did you play Aphrodite's? Ah, come on. I mean, it's alright. Like, it's not like their bad idea is to make Blade of Olympus become rage, not a weapon item that can be used continuously. I mean, that is also a good argument. Imagine if it was a weapon, because we never got to really use it in God of War 2, except out of the last boss fight and New Game Plus. If it was a weapon, that would have been much better. Like maybe if it replaced the Nemesis Whip. Now don't get me wrong, the Nemesis Whip is my favorite secondary weapon in God of War 3. It's so good. It has a fast launcher. It is reliable. It's useful. But again, that fast launcher could have been put on the Blade of Olympus. Like what? You telling me they couldn't? Oh, I think I got this wrong. Young Blood, you got things messed up. It's good, we have time. We can move this out. Do this thing. First time Elden Ring kinda sucked, but you play a bit, it gets better than Ragnarok. Elden Ring is phenomenal. Even though I dislike it as an old player of FromSoft games. But you can't deny that it's not a good game. That it's a good game, sorry. Apollo Bow more useful than Blade of Olympus in God of War 3. Much useful. Like I haven't upgraded anything and then like one full barrage of arrows kills a harpy. Hell, you even have one more arrow to spare. So that should tell you a lot. Okay. Where am I going? I'm kind of getting much better at this. I kind of play the game in my peripheral view, and I respond to the chat. Now I'm curious to know your search history. Nah. That's clean. Zesty, not a single god in Norse saga made an explosion when dying. Does this mean all Greek gods are more powerful, even Hera? Note, only Baldur changed something in the world, which is snow. Baldur was prophesized. That's why he just caused Fimbulwinter. It's not like it's a special power of his when he dies. And even without the explosions and special effects of the Greek gods, they are much more powerful than the Norse gods. It is what it is. God of War 2 full gameplay uncensored. That is gonna happen, of course. After God of War 3, I might tackle God of War 2 no upgrade run plus. And then maybe after that it's gonna be Ascension. Meanwhile, I might even stream a lot of, like if I get better at the Clone War, of course, I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff with like, I'm gonna be streaming that and have some fun with it. Boom. No upgrade meaning we can't collect ice and feathers. Yes, no upgrade, no, not no upgrade. No upgrade run, you can extend your meters, it's fine. No upgrade run plus, you can't. What enemy is very annoying in your opinion? God of War 1 sirens? Or maybe satyrs from God of War 1? I don't know, there are a lot of annoying enemies. Whoa! Man, I learned this boss the hard way. AKA in my no evade run. I'm gonna show you something about the double hits. See, look at the hit counter when I hit him with a plume. Look. It changed to 4. Did you see that? So that's 2. Boom. It changed to 4 instead of 3. Meaning it got a double hit. That is the game basically lying to you. This is not a double hit. See, in that time it told me 3. In God of War 2 and 1, it is true. Like, you get double the damage. But in God of War 3, it's not. It's just visual. It just tells you on the hit counter on the right that you got double hits, see? 2 instantly moves to 4. It's just fake ass shit, nothing more, just a lie. Just a lie and a liability. So wail at him with the bow. Actually, yeah. And then hit him up close and then he's moving. I'm coming too! And I'm dead. How long have been the stream started? Like 1 hour. Do any percent speedrun? No. Bow spam. I actually want to test something. And it's the iframes of God of War 3. I want to see if the Hyperion RAM truly gives you iframes. See? It does. Do it again. It's just the timing is very awkward. It's not like the full-on tricking of God of War 1 and 2. In God of War 1 and 2, it's clear when to do it, but in here it's just... And you can't do it instantly after a block. So you do have iframes, but it is what it is. It's not like God of War 1 and 2. Like, in God of War 1, you have the sword summon. In God of War 2, you have the bow and Uriel's head. Use the bow. It's much better than hitting him with the blades. With the blades. The blades. Boom, 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 boom. Just mash the bow against him, for real. It does much better damage, and you have much better, like, length with him. Like, your positioning is much better. And don't bother hitting him here. I don't think you do damage if you hit him. I wanted to stay in the air back there, but it is what it is. It's like critical hit maybe? No, it's not like critical hit. In God of War 2 it is. If you get close and if you're brave enough, you can get double hits with plumes and the spirit. But in God of War 3 it's fake. It's not real. Boom, 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 boom. If you had the Cyclone of Chaos in here, you would be good at wailing at him, but... And it's dangerous. Don't jump like I jumped back there. It's much better to have your position fixed so that you know what attack is coming. See, the bow just melts him. You sound Kurdish. That's because I am. In God of War 3, I just found out that if you use Hermes boots into enemy, then jump, then grapple to enemy, it makes you go really high. If the enemy is set in a position where he is higher than you, sure, you ascend way higher than the normal height. Boom. Okay, we're safe. I just got here, so good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need luck. I hate is your first God of War. What? Why you don't use magic? I'm trying to use the best type of way to beat this thing without magic, because it is the, you know, the best way that you know you bested an encounter. Magic at this point is only a point where I'm desperate for it. Just like a noble effort to get behind him when he does this attack is dangerous. And it reaches, trust me, it's very much more dangerous than how it looks. That attack where he... Hold on, I'm gonna show you. This attack is much more dangerous than it looks. It fucking reaches. The hitbox is fucking stupid. Magic at this point is just a noble effort to save myself when I'm in a bad position. Other than that, I don't really use magic. Unless necessary in a section. I never do. This might look newbie, but it is what it is. This bow just does a lot more damage than the blades. Come here. Come here, half-breed. What is your first God of War? God of War 2. This is not Pain Plus, you can do this. In Pain Plus you couldn't. Hit him with the bow. The bow just does a lot of beautiful damage. And it's generally helpful, you know? Like maybe you're doing a no grab run, no upgrade run plus, and you can't grab enemies for a battering ram, right? The bow is there to help. Also, don't even try to go for half collisions in this game. Half collisions are caused with some attacks that knock back the enemies, like the Veiler. You might be saying, what is Veiler? I'm sorry. Veiler is the last square attack. You know this one, I'm gonna show it to you. Let's fucking go. High PM ram this thing because it really sends it back. It's pretty good. This is Valor. Boom. This causes half collisions. If the enemy is sent flying towards the other enemies, it causes some nice half collisions. But it's not reliable. It does very weak damage in God of War 3. It does 5 damage, which is literally nothing. In no upgrade run, no grab run, you're better off using the bow or this thing called Spirit. So yeah. Ow, that was bad. Don't do the back and forth roll. Boom, 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 boom. Block these guys' attacks. Dodge, mash them with the bow. Dodge further. You can even just run in this section, which it is what it is. Like, I can use magic right now and wreck his ass, but I don't want to. Just roll, get an opening, just mash him with the bow, start running, and you're done. And now we're gonna get into the tug of war. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Love you, Sufi. Thank you, man. Go have fun. I want to see you kill Zeus without an upgrade. You will see me by the end of this series. I just got... why isn't there magic in God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok? Basically, the magic is Freya's attacks. You know where you hold square? Freya or Atreus attacks. Just do this. Roll. Don't need to tell you what to do here. It's a pretty average God of War Ascension style QTE. Dodge or block these. Would you believe me if I said that I discovered that you can block in this section when I was doing the no evade no block run? Look, I never knew you could block. I fucking hate this section because it is doable without blocking and evading, but requires some heavy RNG, and I fucking hate RNG stuff. Roll back. Mine is God of War 1. Your first God of War is God of War 1. Nice. Mine was God of War 2. My second favorite God of War. Number 1 is God of War 3. Is he down? Come on. I can't wait to have the blades at level 3 in my next max blades percent stream. If I try better, like I noticed in the first stream, I had a lot of mistakes, and I can't wait to just correct them in my next run. I want to see you... Spear in God of War Ragnarok is way better than Axe in my opinion. The Axe compared to the other weapons, it is actually weaker. The Spear is good, but I wouldn't say it's better than the Axe. The Axe does more damage, so there's that. I have a question. Is God of War Ascension worth it or not? It is worth it. Like, every God of War is worth a try. It's still this formula, so I'd say definitely worth it. So yeah, if you have the chance to play it, go ahead and play it because it is fun. Boom, 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 bam. Come on, come on, can I hit him? Oh, I wanted to hit him with a little bit of a battering ram. And now in here it's pretty basic. Just keep on attacking one side. You can actually dodge this attack without even going back there. Just keep on running to the corner. This attack, otherwise, you have to plume and then just come back here. Make sure to come back to get in some extra hits as well. Escape that attack. Boom, boom. I usually like to stay in here. It is the best place to attack, I might say. And the plumes with the Claws of Hades is so good. It hits multiple times. It is so good. And I don't think he takes damage when he does that, you know? When he does that attack where he screams, the hit counter is 0. I just died. The hit counter is 0, but then again, I have read from God Mode God that it's not about that. Like, sometimes you don't get the hit counter when you hit enemies, and that doesn't mean you're not damaging them. You actually are damaging them. It's just sometimes it doesn't want to show itself. Sometimes the hit counter shows, but you're not damaging them. Or vice versa, basically. Square, square, triangle. Bow, square, square, triangle. I'm just gonna take the safe approach with this. Not comfortable with rolling. See, I'm not comfortable. The timing is fucky. I'm a game developer and I want to make an Egypt themed game that feels like God of War 3 and 4 together. Good luck on that because it's gonna require a lot of depth. You gotta nail the combat. That's the most important thing. As long as you have passion for it, go ahead and make it. I'm back here, you idiot. Hit him, bow spam. Hit him, bow spam. Hit him just in case he takes damage. Come back to him. Bow spam. Hit him. I got lucky in this run. He's not attacking from the side where I'm standing. Build up a plume with the claws. I'm just here for Aphrodite. Good luck, because I'm gonna have to turn off the screen whenever I reach Afro. I almost got hit with that as well. And he's down. Come here. Basically keep pluming him and using the bow. If you ever do this run, that's the way to go. Unintentional rhyming, yes. So funny, PlayStation All-Star including canon. Yes, it's canon now, apparently. God of War Ascension is the Arkham Origins in God of War series. It's the worst in the franchise, but it's not the worst game ever made. I wouldn't consider it the worst. I like Ascension. It's my 5th favorite God of War. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. My first ever God of War game I played is God of War Ghost of Sparta, then God of War Chains of Olympus. Since I got no money and I don't know if I can download it for free somewhere. I hope you get to play the other God of Wars, honestly. And if your phone is good enough, I think you can get the PS2 titles as well, God of War 1 and 2. So I don't know. Should have used Cyclone of Chaos and AO and max blades %. We're playing no upgrade 1+ in here. Which damage is better, Blades of Exile or Hades Claws? Blades of Exile. The multiplier is fucking crazy for the Blades of Exile. I think it's 3.0. You just wreck people with the blades. They are so fucking powerful. Going through Hades. Huh. Do you feel that the Claws of Hades, Blades of Exile, and the Nemesis Whip are super similar? They're not. They're just ranged weapons. More variety could have been good, but I still like the weapons. I much prefer the God of War 2 weapons, though. You have the Barbarian Hammer. You have the Spear of Destiny, my favorite secondary weapon. I do prefer God of War 2. Their secondary weapons. But the secondary weapons in here are still cool. Like with the Nemean Cestus, you're just punching your way through enemies. Like, how fucking cool is that? And they're dead. The Blades in Ascension have a bad moveset without a full... Whoa, hold on, I'm gonna have to stop you. Even without the Rage mode, the moveset is fucking phenomenal for the Blades in Ascension. You nearly have all the attacks from all the old God of War games. That is just a wrong claim. You have a lot of attacks within Ascension. If the Blade of Exile was in God of War 4 instead of the Blades of Chaos, you would like it more. Not just like it more, it's also for continuity. Like he never had the Blades of Chaos. How did they just appear like that? God of War Ragnarok doesn't feel as impacting as God of War 2018. If you're talking story, then it's your opinion. I don't know. I much prefer the Ragnarok story, though. Ever heard of the 2006 demo for God of War 2 with some cut content from the original game? I have saw Vignish's video where he just maxed out everything. And he showcased the magic attack that didn't make the game. It's pretty cool. Do you like Resident Evil series? Hell yeah. I like it so freaking much. My favorite is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, then Resident Evil 2, again the 1998, then Resident Evil 4, then I would say RE2 Remake, then Resident Evil 1 Remastered. My bad, I honestly haven't fully upgraded, and what I was told, it was bad at level 5. But the blades are bad at level 5? Damn. Wrong. But spear is faster because you don't need to recall it. I mean, you have tools. With the axe, you don't always throw it. You have a lot of really awesome tools in God of War Ragnarok, like holding triangle. That is very useful. My first and favorite God of War is God of War 2. Just the Colossus is so cool when you fight him. And next is Ascension because graphics, the story, and much more. If you have a good PC or PS3, I recommend. You don't need to tell me about Ascension. I have a PS3, I play it. It's good. God of War 2's God of War 2 has the best combat in the entire series. It's slightly better than God of War 3. It is the best game for the combat system. It's like the encounters are so much more creative than any other game. Then followed by that, I think, comes God of War 3, in my opinion. Then after that, I would say God of War 1. But when it comes to combat, God of War 2 is the fucking best. I've said it before. God of War 2 has better combat than God of War 3. It's not about how deep your character is. Like, yes, you have all these amazing tools, yes. But it's not just about how deep your character is. It's about enemy placement, it's about encounter design, it's about a lot more than just your character being deep. But then again, when I say this, I'm not disrespecting the legacy of God of War 3 encounters. Hell no. The encounters in God of War 3 are so good. Again, with these guys, you just mash the bow. What you want to do is not kill one whenever you get the circle on top of them. I'm going to show you in a second. Also use the claws. I'm sorry, I forgot. The claws is much better here. Now you actually want to switch back to the blaze. I'll tell you why. Now you want to focus on the second Talos, just because you want the circle for him. I'm going to tell you why in a second. You want to kill both of them at the same time. You don't want to kill one first, then kill the other. See, I switched the target. Okay, now grab them and kill both of them. Why I did that is because if you kill one of them here... hold on, this is way too crowded. Let's just use magic. If you killed one of them back there, this Talos and the dogs would have spawned and it would have been hectic. You don't really want that. It's much better to just kill both of them at the same time to get better results. Magic again. I just hate these dogs. And since you can use magic, it is what it is. I could have not used magic and just grabbed every single dog out there. As I said, refinement for the encounters. But then again, it's just tedious. You can grab all of them, but the grabbing animation just takes way too long. Come here. Boom. Boom. The Blades of Chaos just kept coming back to Kratos. That's why he had them in God of War 4. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying Exile would have made more sense. Zesty, I was thinking about a new challenge. I'm calling it One Combo Run Plus. Which I still think about the rules, by the way. I never saw anyone played. What is the One Combo Run Plus? Do you mean just like going with just square? In God of War 2, when you're fighting the Colossus, you can see Zeus spectating you as an eagle. Yeah, I had that in the iceberg. It's in the part 2 of the iceberg. Such a nice detail. Do you want to play DMC No Upgrade Challenge after finishing God of War? Ooh. Actually, today I was thinking about that as well. I was playing DMC 4. And I was thinking about No Upgrade Run Plus. I was talking to God Mode God about Bayonetta. And I'm sorry. Yeah, the talk of No Upgrade 1 came in mind about Bayonetta. So I might try it for Bayonetta, but I don't know about Devil May Cry. If I do one for Devil May Cry, I might just do the... I might either do Devil May Cry 5 or Devil May Cry, not Devil May Cry 5. Either do Devil May Cry 3 or 4. Those are just, I don't know, they're just my favorite. Peep. Peep. Look at him burn. Is he dead? He's dead. Now we approach the city of Olympia. Hello guys, I have seen a guy and he will remake God of War 1. Do you want the link? Hello from Greece. Well, hello, welcome. Who's remaking God of War 1? And is it just a CGI version of just the Unreal Engine? Where he's walking slowly and cameras behind him? If that's what you mean, then that's not happening. Do you read the Fallen God comic? No. Thoughts on Kanye West? Man. Bayonetta is having annoying enemy. Hell no. That's a big no-no. You just haven't used dodge, offset, and witch time perfectly to your advantage. Is God of War Ragnarok good? Yes. Kanye is taking it too far when it comes to taking stuff too far. Look, you don't have... we know everyone has mental illness, right? That doesn't mean you have to say all this fucked up shit. Or maybe it's just promotional shit to get more attention, who knows. When you first played God of War 3, did you, after you killed some gods, look around and say, oh my god? Or you was like Kratos and say, I see only what I've come to destroy? I was shocked all the time. I think that the Blades of Chaos should have disappeared after the death of Ares, and Kratos should wield the Exile Blades instead of the Chaos. That should have been what happens, but it is what it is. That didn't happen. Can't hit her with the bow. I can hit her heart with the bow, but I can even Orion Harpoon this if I want. It's great how you can Orion Harpoon every single hitbox, can you? Okay, you can't do this one. But like every enemy you can Harpoon him. Not Harpoon, Orion, Hyperion Ram him, sorry. The fact that they kept coming back is so cool. Kratos even said it to Atreus in God of War Ragnarok. That is cool as well, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good so far, 13 hours in. Zesty, what is your favorite plot twist in God of War 3 and 5? Plot twists? I can't recall any plot twists. No, like have one combo meter and not drop it. So, I don't know, I'm thinking about rules now. I don't know. If you can come up with something that you have fun in, a challenge that you can have fun in, it's not bad. You're much better off doing a max blades percent though, or a greedy run basically. That way that would be a good practice to the hit counter, to not drop it. You know, you would learn that rolling does not drop the hit counter. Whiffing attacks drops it. Yeah. In his video, he says that in the end of December, he will give us a demo. I'm hooked. In here, just plume the first couple of guys. I'll show you what to do next. Boom. If you can attack him from here, just attack him. But when the doggies spawn, you don't want to do any weird stuff. The plumes of the Claws of Hades is reliable here. Now that you have one guy like this, kill all of them and throw this guy. Now you just got 3 statues at once. Now what you want to do is come back here. You just have to protect this part with your soul. Basically just smash. Oh, that's very good. Just wreck through all of them. That was very nice, by the way. Anyways, just stand here and plume everyone. Until you get another circle and just do this again. I'm so lucky today. I don't know what it is. I'm never this lucky. These dogs also dodge a lot and I fucking hate them, but hey. Okay. And then do this. They're all dead and throw this guy out. Grab the dog if he gets really close. Grab him again. Boom. I wish I could kick him out, but I didn't. Anyways, use plumes to kind of zone them out. Boom. Until you get another circle, basically. Boom. You know what? Let's play stylishly a bit. Even though it's not the way to go, but boom. It is dangerous. You're meant to hold your ground here and just plume them. But now that I told you what to do, I'm just gonna play in some style, I guess. Boom. I like to toy around a lot. Like in here, you would normally grab this kid and just fucking ram the entire crowd. Like this. Then grab this kid, throw him. Boom. Up. Boom. We comboing in this game. Somebody stop him! Say hello to my little friend! Is GoWR 3 demo free? And if it is, where can I get it? It's free on PS3. Only on PS3. Have you played GoWR 3 demo? I wish they kept that version of the... You're basically asking questions about videos that I used to make before. Like, you know, I have made the GoWR 3 demo comparison. And I recall saying the same thing. So you're kind of being sus over here asking the same question. Like in that video I said I wish they kept this. And you're asking the same question now. That's gonna be so cool if Dante have doppelganger style too in DMC5. I never used though. I have never actually used the doppelganger. Come here. Did you guys like the combos back there? Zesty, did you ever read or know what happens in the Fallen God? No, I haven't read it. I don't know what happens. Which weapon is the best in GoWR 3? Blades of Exile. It has the best specials. All level 1 you have this. All level 1 it's very good, like. And when you upgrade it you have the best Cyclone of Chaos. You have the best Tartarus Rage. Why don't you make daily vids? Because I don't have time and because it's kinda not the way to go. I kinda lose the passion for everything in my life if I go daily videos. It's not fun. I'm much more comfortable by streaming. It's more gameplay. It's more me showing my skills. All these years of me playing these games. I have to show that somehow. It's more fun. Never stop playing stylish because that's why people love your friend. Okay, so shoot this guy with the bow to kind of lure him in and boom. Now you kind of ring him out like that. There's also another ring out that I'm going to try. I'm going to step on here. I'm not that good with it, so it is what it is. Okay, attack again. Good. Boom. The thing about playing stylishly is that it's fun. It is fun. There's no denying that. But for me, playing efficiently is starting to be more fun, I guess. It's not. It is fun to combo still. Like that will never be away from me. You can actually see me in all of my, even in my hard runs. Like I had runs where I couldn't roll, I couldn't block, and I still play, I guess, stylishly. It's just not the most reliable thing. Come here. Look at this ring. Oh, he's out. I want to do the same thing with this kid. Can I take him out? On a date? Okay. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Zesty, what is your favorite Blade of Chaos in all God of War? My favorite is the Blades of Exile. Zesty, what are your expectations for the next DMC game? I mean... I don't know. I need this guy to come in. Need to showcase something. No! I fell! Why is this he didn't read my chat? Hold on, I'm really sorry. When I was 7 or 8 years old, playing God of War 1, I would ask my mom to match the Hydra QTE. Oh, I'm sorry for not reading that. So, I remember the day I was playing God of War 1 for the first time. And I reached the Hydra. It took me long to reach the Hydra. Come on, I was fucking, what? 8? 9? What I want to do is ring out this guy. And I couldn't actually do the thing And my uncle was there. And he basically helped me do the thing. Do the QTE. Alright, I really want him to kind of rush me. Does he actually do it if I... I'm really risking it all for this one ring out. But it is worth it. I'm obsessed with ring outs lately. I'm gonna try it one more time, and if I can't get the ring out, it is what it is. The MC3 Nintendo version is fun. You can use 6 styles in one mission. Yeah. It's actually even tempted me to buy the Nintendo Switch. There are, of course, other games like Zelda and... other than just DMC, there's a lot of games that I want to play on the Nintendo Switch. There's Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 3. Even though I'm sure Bayonetta 1 is like the best one. But it's fun to play these other ones. And it's fun to have a portable console that can run fucking what? Doom Eternal. Okay, one step closer to the ring out. The idea is kicking this centaur out. You stand on that ledge and the centaur starts rushing towards you. Basically like this. Come on. I hope I don't fall. If I'm blocking, I don't think I will fall. Boom. Come on. He's not doing it. He's supposed to do the rush thingy, but he's not for some reason. Hold on, let's clear up these guys. I really want to showcase it because Haristo Zimnas did it in a video, and ever since I just wanted to do it. So I'm not the only one asking someone to do the hard QTE. When I was young, I did the same thing. So I don't know about other people. Now it's of course pretty easy for me. He does this rush, and if I'm standing on this ledge, he gets knocked out. Hold on, does the arrow kind of aggro him? I'm wondering. You do this and you kind of ring him out. Just very fucking funny. I just want to do it. Boom. Okay. Do the thing. Do your thing. Come on. Hold on. If he's off screen, does he do the thing? Come on. The dialogues are so random during exploration. Yeah. Top 5 Mimir boat stories? No. Zesty, what thing do you hate about God of War Ragnarok? Unskippable cutscenes and... I guess... Oh my god, I'm not doing it, whatever. Unskippable cutscenes and... Unskippable, a lot of walkie-talkies. You can't skip those. Atreus sections that drag out. These stuff. If you rate your game skills on 1 out of 10, what would it be? I would pretty much, in God of War, I would give myself a 9 out of 10. But that 9 is only because... See, I have a problem. So, in these challenge runs, you're supposed to play efficiently, right? What I do is do the exact opposite on some occasions. I kind of get way too cocky and I just fucking... I ruin a whole entire perfect run just because I want to get a beautiful move in for some reason. That is starting to get way lower now, way less. I'm doing that less nowadays. But that is something about me that I don't despise. I love playing like this, but it's not reliable to do that in every spot. I don't do that every time, but it is still a flaw in my gameplay. In here, you just basically plume these fellas. You can even ring them out if you get the chance to. Like if they all follow you in here, you can have a pretty good idea on what to do. Just like basically do this. If you plume this guy, and then basically drive him to the edge by attacking him, he gets out. Same with the others. See, like this kid. But it is what it is. Let's fucking hit him. The plumes will deal much more damage, and it's gonna be way quicker than doing fucking ring outs like right here. God, if we had the Orion Harpoon redirecting, that would have been really, really cool. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Good luck. Good luck to you as well, fella. Feller. I really hope they add shield skins like in God of War 4. With New Game Plus, a lot of stuff are gonna happen. I really want a topless Kratos, kind of to just revive the feel of going with Kratos without any armor. Because this man, armors don't suit him. I don't know if it's just me, but armors just fucking suck on him. He looks cool, but I don't like it. I saw Mayo review and I don't get his take on the verticality. Boom. Okay, you can ring him out by doing this as well. Verticality. You can get very creative with it. It's uses for many ways. I don't give a fuck about his opinion, bro. Like, it's starting to get weird. Another clickbaity thumbnail that does not explain how Ragnarok got ruined. It's like, bruh, at this point, you're begging for 10 views. The entirety of the video, I was searching for the whole plot of the entirety of the thumbnail. I was like, okay, how is Ragnarok ruined? You say it's ruined in the thumbnail, but you don't explain how it's ruined. By the way, the rage mode is a nice clutch. It does not give you invincibility. You still take damage, but it is a nice clutch move. I really don't want to grab him, but I have to. It is safe. Back then when I used to go with complete style and crazy moves and stuff, I used to never grab enemies because it just takes you out of the gameplay. But now I appreciate it way more. Where are you now in Clone Wars, Zesty? I'm still struggling with it. It's not the hardest thing. It is the hardest thing in the world, actually. I'm sorry. But I don't have a lot of time to practice. There's a lot of stuff that I'm juggling at once. Hell, I haven't played God of War 2 in a while. Damn. You should do an everything wrong with God of War Ragnarok. He sometimes says bullshit like that. Atreus teleported to Ironwood for no reason. I have seen his video, and Midgard Chronicler did also ask for this, which is beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. If I get the time to, then hopefully, sure, why not? But right now, I'm kind of timeless. I'm a timeless classic, basically. Whenever I get the time, I will, surely, why not? It's fun. Even if he got a lot of stuff right, it is still fun to do. So as you guys can see, Plumes completely wrecked the Chimera. You can hit him with this square triangle also. Like triangle, square, triangle. Because Bravery does do some neat damage. Now zone him out and bow. Harpoon him. Get away. Bow. Not harpoon, sorry. Ram yourself, actually. And again. Actually use the bow every chance you get, because it's literally the most damaging thing. Oh man, how did that reach? And there's the second circle. New Game Plus needs shield skin, Spartan shield skin would be awesome. Also Spartan outfits to match the spear and topless Kratos. I'm not sure they're gonna make that for some reason. I'm not even confident with them making it. I would love a topless Kratos. Not even asking for the fur armor, even though it's very fucking cool. I didn't mean to... I actually dodged, but... it is what it is. Square, square, boom. Okay, now get him in the loop again. Well, actually, I want to try the bow. The bow does a lot more damage than the plume. Don't let this plume fool you. It does not do the prettiest damage. It is just good for stunning enemies and keeping them all in a stack. So square, square, triangle, bow. See, I got him much faster this time. Love how YouTube says the game is God of War Ragnarok. Really? Nice. Profit. Move away. Bo, 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 bo. Give him a couple of slaps. Bo, 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 bo. Being in the air with the Chimera is somewhat dangerous. Because he can hit you with the fire attacks and it is dangerous. And he's done. I want the God of War 2 God Armor. Everybody has a lot of really cool ideas, but they don't seem to do anything for some reason. The flashback with Faye showed topless Kratos. Yeah, I mean, if they could do that, they can work around having the axe behind him. Why not? Hell, make it gamey. Make it just stick to his ass, just like the blades. Oh, you can't attack when you're off screen, huh? Is this an exploit? He's not approaching me. Ah, he moved. I thought I found gold back there. This attack is dangerous, you know, when he lunges himself. Sometimes you might think he's not gonna reach. Then he just gets some extra reach like a fucking bitch. And I fucking hate it. Will you do a DMC 4 or 5 stream? In a far, far future, maybe. Who knows? Just know that for now I'm way too comfortable streaming God of War. Making God of War stuff. Not that comfortable with other games. It would be good to see Kratos topless, not only for his physique, but also for the details and scars on the body. They give you flashbacks, yeah. Especially after we played, what, 6 games with him topless? I want to see his boobs, goddammit! Third hardest God of War, I don't know. The hardest is definitely God of War Ascension. And then I guess followed by it is God of War 1. Is it God of War 1 or God of War 2? I don't know. But I don't know the third hardest God of War. Every God of War is easy for me right now because, you know, doing these challenge runs really makes you appreciate what you have in the vanilla runs where you have everything. Okay, boom. You can zone all of these fellas out by some nice claws plumes. And get some pretty nice damage. You can even ring them out in here, but they're not... Like this guy can get wrung out. Boom. See? If you get them in a position like this, it is good to ring them out. Also, don't get way too greedy for circle grabs. That's what I do sometimes. Like this guy's in the open, then I grab them. If he's way too far, you shouldn't really risk everything for that. I want to ring him out. There. Ring outs are such a thing. Actually, I don't want to use this. The optimal strat is using this. Actually, let's just show it. Whatever. Fuck this. I think God of War 2 is the hardest. God of War 2 is very hard. Yes. There is the translator section, but... with Chronos Rage and Atlas Quake and some positioning, it's not actually the worst thing. On vanilla run. With challenge runs, that is the fucking second hardest shit for me. I don't know. That's literally what I'm trying to do. I want to see them too. Tell them, Zesty. So in here, you want to keep going with this. The first enemy spawns, push him with this thing into the place. Boom! And they're all dead. They're all dead. Theseus, the first translator, the Cerberus fight, the Loom Chamber, and the Barbarian King. See, the problem is for me right now... Oh! Look at him. How cute! Get the fuck out of here! Okay. I mean, Theseus is like, he's not easy for me per se. But when you know about collisions, you can really wreck the Minotaurs pretty easily. It's still hard. This again gets me back to the argument that I started with. Doing these challenge runs really makes you appreciate the amount of things you have. Even though like Theseus in God of War 2, you're still kinda not that upgraded. I mean, what? You have level 2 blades. But then again, what good is that? Like, what you want to do is launch the Minotaur, Orion harpoon him, and just shoot him to the other Minotaur right behind him. I didn't... Greek Saga was hack and slash, Norse Saga was RPG. What next? A racing game is what I'm looking for next. I think I can infinitely Orion harpoon this guy. Not Orion... Wow. Not Orion harpoon, just Hyperion Ram, sorry. It's like this. I'm pressing square and following it up instantly with a Hyperion Ram. Can I get it? We're 15. Oh shit. Anyways, just use the bow. Playtime is over. Just use the bow and some plumes with the claws. See those multiple hits? It started the plume thing that Ascension just expanded on. And he's there. He's done. I was about to say he's done. What I did on Theseus was knock the Minotaur back with 6 square. That is also nice, you know, to get a half collision. But then again, when you have full collisions, like the Orion harpoon with the Minotaurs in God of War 2 is very fucking good. It's like you basically just throw him to his friend behind him. You need to align both of them, launch the Minotaur that is in front of you, and go for the Orion harpoon. Just as easy as that. What is Haristo's thoughts on the Norse games? He hates them. I prefer the old games over the new game. But I also like the new game. Not more than the Greek games, but he completely hates them. With good reasons, I guess. It's like when you love a series so much, you don't want it to change. Even I didn't want it to change. I still wish we can go back to the old formula. But since I know it's not gonna happen, I'm fucking fine. I have, what, 6 fucking games of the old saga? Of the old formula? I can do with that. It would be much better if we got new games. Like, imagine this whole Norse saga in the old formula. Imagine how much better Ragnarok would have been. Imagine how much better the boss fights would have been, even though the boss fights are phenomenal. Everything could have been much crazier. Just, I don't know. Santa Monica, that's why even like right now, Santa Monica is not even near to my favorite developers. It's like they're making games for 35 to 40 to 50-year-old people. Whereas before they used to favor the 18-year-old mindset. When I say 18-year-old mindset, I'm not saying you only have to be 18 to play them. I'm just saying you have the mindset of experimenting with stuff. You have the mindset of solving puzzles. See? You have the mindset of experimenting with the combat. Instead, they're just doing story stuff. Like, they're favoring story. You can't deny it that they're favoring story now. There's no fucking denying it. It's like the 18-year-old mindset would solve the fucking garden puzzle in God of War 3. But again, if they made it now, they have billions of hints. 3 characters telling you hints. It's pretty clear. They're no longer favoring the gamers of the games. They're favoring people who play the game once for story and just move on. They're just favoring consumers who, I guess, only play the game once. That's who they're favoring. And I haven't been shy about that. I've critiqued God of War 4 for a long time. Even leading up to God of War Ragnarok. Hell, I critiqued Ragnarok to death in my review. I don't give a fuck. If I find flaws with something, I'm gonna say them out loud. Not even my damn father liked the new formula, and he's pushing 60. I'm just saying, like when even back then when I said they're favoring 40 to 50-year-olds, even then I'm just saying, like, people who play the game once for story. Story is important. Fuck, I love your story, right? I liked Ragnarok's story. But in what world should a game favor a story, especially when the game started out with gameplay stuff? Like, that's what I don't get. Guys, I say to you, the next God of War is gonna be with Atreus, an old formula. Big no. If I could find the biggest no button right now, I would press it. With Atreus, you're gonna get the most fleshed out story ever. I was about to say sorry. Don't expect crazy old formula gameplay. So flash this guy, run through the hallway with him, throw him, mash the bow, kill him. Anyway, since it's dark here, just grab him and boom. In here, equip this, rush to the gate, and do this. Actually, let's just fight this, since I don't want to skip on anything. In here is good because the camera is close. I'm gonna tell you why in just a second. If you get here, you're gonna realize that the camera is so wide. Notice how many harpies are on the screen. These guys can all attack you. When you're here, you can abuse the camera. The enemies are not attacking. Boom. The harpies do try. They try their hardest to get into the camera sight, yes, but they don't really wreck you up. So there's that. Was it luck? Did my sons die to blind fucking... Ah, man, back rolls are so fucking weak. I fucking hate how long they take. Anyways, rush again, open this up. Light the whole place up. Zesty, are you sick? No. If you notice anything weird with my sound, my voice, sorry, just know that I've been talking for a long time. When I talk for a while, this shit happens. Boom. Bam. Bam. In here, the camera is much closer. It's so much better. Light the place and just basically go through them. The back roll is very slow. A lot of times you get caught in the business while trying to roll. It's like that's why in the older games, tricking is much more favorable than just back rolling. See, like that back roll was very dangerous. Pretty much jumping against them is much better. Boom. Hold on, I wanted them to grab the harpy. They should add a combat only mode and no hints when we have a deal. Combat only would be good. Since Uncharted has the speedrun mode. Uncharted, a Naughty Dog game, has a speedrun mode. It amazes me how God of War doesn't have a encounter only mode at least. Boom. How did that reach? I always thought the iframes would help here. By the way, attacking on this side is good because your hitbox is kind of move. Hold on, he's gonna try to attack. See? It doesn't hit. It's very good to abuse that sometimes. Nice chest. Thank you. English is your main language? No, it's my my second language, sorry. Boom. Flash his ass, run through him with the hallway and kill him. Yeah, man, you need a break. Your voice have changed. Now, have you guys seen the 8-hour stream that I did once? Fucking 8 hours. I can never do that again. This stream will come to a closure soon since I've been playing for a while, yes. I just want to play a little more and talk to you guys more. In the 8-hour stream, my voice fucking changed. Like, I sounded like a 80-year-old lady. I don't know. What's your first language? Kurdish. I like how they reused some soundtracks from God of War 2 and God of War 3. Yeah, they always did that. Even in God of War 2, they used God of War 1 themes in some places. My fucking... Like, one of my favorites, not my favorite. There's a lot of cool tracks. You can't pick a favorite. Splendor of Athens plays in God of War 2. It's when you meet Theseus. It's very fucking cool. Now, let me tell you something about the Wraiths. When you shoot them with the bow, they do this move. Why is this move very important? Ring outs. They come close to you. And... Okay, please. Boom. It's out. Again, this one comes close. Ring out. This one, just shoot it with the bow again. Ring outs. Among Us. Any chance you get for ring outs, just do it. Since you're level 1, you're not upgraded, you're at risk. It is just do it. In here, blow this spot up so that it does not mess with your aim. Aim to that, boom. Block some attacks. Blow the second pot up. Shoot both of these guys up with the bow. Boom. Oh, it's already rung out. I thought I would get her to do... Like, you put her in this position and ring her out with the Hyperion Ram. Same thing with this one. Boom. I think one more Wraith is gonna spawn. And boom. That's how you deal with this whole section. Do an 8-hour stream and then with the 80-year-old lady voice, do some scam bait. Hell no! Is your favorite song still Fire in the Urn Chamber? Mine is Seize Your Fate. Mine is Seize Your Fate as well. It changed. Do you not like God of War 4 that much now, by the way, Zesty? I already said when I was playing God of War 4. Whenever Ragnarok drops, if the combat delivers, there is absolutely no reason to return to God of War 4. Except maybe Magni and Modi and some Baldur fun with some mixed with some Sigrun fun. The encounters are much better in Ragnarok. There is literally no reason for me to return to God of War 4. And God of War 4, I disliked it, you know, because it changed the formula. But not to the point where I would say, fuck this game in its entirety. No, I still give it a chance. I still play it from time to time. I'm talking back then, before Ragnarok. Even now, see Ragnarok, I'm not playing it a lot. I much more favor the old formula. But it's just... God of War Ragnarok is a good game. That's just it. Do I wish it was the old formula? Of course, that's with everything. Is it a bad game? No. Does it have a lot of flaws? Yes. Do you like God of War 4? Hold on. Do you like God of War 4 that much? No? Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'm gonna read it again. I just read that comment actually. What the fuck? I literally found your channel today and been binging your videos, and here you are live streaming. Thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Hola, Zesty. Welcome, Swift Taco. Rhodes Climb Colossus was my favorite in God of War 2. How was that one? How did that one go? I actually forgot. Is it the one... It's not the one that plays inside of Colossus, right? Can't be mistaken on that, I'm pretty sure. Is the one you're talking about is the one where he stomps and you lift his foot? I'm trying to recall the melody, but I for some reason forget. Let's just go through this section without getting hit, please. It's the second Colossus theme. Yes, I'm just trying to recall the theme. But I for some reason can't get it. What should I do to get better at these games? Watch Haristo Zimna's videos. That's the simplest thing. Either that or watch my streams. Because we kind of play the games properly. I am planning to make a combat guide, but then again I have a lot of plans, so that might get procrastinated. And by combat guide, I'm talking of like real authentic combat guide, not the shitty combo mad combat guide that I made for God of War 3 a while back. That one does not help you with the main campaign. It helped me, a guy who's been playing the game for a long time, But then again, even now I changed my playstyle because it is not just... I used to get hit a lot. It's not the way to go to play in DMC style. That's why I'm planning a combat guide for the Greek Saga. A proper one. Kind of just to go through the whole philosophy of the combat. Like what to do in this encounter and that encounter, what's important, what's reliable. Those types of stuff. I also like the ambience of The Bog of the Forgotten from God of War 2. The ambient songs are just so fucking good. It's like there's the track from God of War 2 called Destiny. And it just starts like... and then just drops the bass and the guitar riffs. It's fucking good. There's also the Splendor of Athens in God of War 1. There's also the one in the Bog of the Forgotten that you're talking about right now. There's the Challenge of Poseidon one. Here's the one where it goes. That one. Thor vs God of War 3 Kratos. God of War 3 wipes him. God of War 3 Kratos wipes that, man. You should do a God of War music listen stream. Music listen stream? Like just vibe to the music? Nah. I prefer showing gameplay. Yeah, the one of Pursuing Destiny is so good, and the one of Pandora's Temple. God of War 1 has a lot of ambient ones. There's the one where it's called Exploring the Ruins, and it's very good. It's just, the ambience are good, the crazy boss battle ones are good, the encounter ones are fucking nice. Everything is good. Or they would probably team up. How did you get this far this quickly? I started in the underworld because that's after the tutorial of Poseidon. And I play efficiently, so I didn't die a lot. I think I died 3 times. And yeah, that's how I got far this quick. Like the starting section for all the cutscenes that it has is fucking what? Half an hour? Has a lot of cutscenes. Oh, this is a nice ring out, you know? There's a barrier up there that kind of gives you the red orbs. Usually if you knock them down straight, like hold on, I'm gonna knock down the Minotaur. Minotaur. Boom. I'm gonna ring him out and you're gonna see that I'm not gonna get any orbs. See this guy? Okay, come on now. Boom. He's not gonna give any orbs. Stop! With these guys, you launch them. You hit him with the bow. You don't want to hit him with the bow, but anyways. You launch him an Orion Harpoon to ring them out. The second Colossus theme sounds like tum 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 tum. Oh, I instantly got it. Dun 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 dun. It's very fucking good. Ring out! I said ring out! Burn these fellas up there. And the last guy. Now another set of Minotaurs are gonna spawn. Actually, I think the Cerberus is gonna spawn here. I'm fucking stupid, sorry. Yeah, this game decently heavy on story. This game? This game has the shittiest story. God of War Ragnarok is heavily leaning towards the story. Launch him, launch him, ram him, launch him. Very fucking stupid from me. Okay, can you stop hitting the fucking thing? Oh man, I meant to hit the other Minotaur, but boom. Get out. Get down. Come here. Look at him. Then we launch him. Then we ram him outside. Then we drop him outside. Now this Cerberus spawns. Mashing him with the bow is reliable and optimal. Boom, 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 boom. He's about to be done. Look at this. I'm gonna showcase the battering ram. I didn't get the chance to showcase it completely because it wrecked him. But it's fucking good. It does a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. Now with these guys, there's a trick with the Cerberus. Triangle forward, then turn the analog and press triangle again, and the Cerberus just attacks twice. It is very good. And it's worth one attack, so the attack doesn't really cost a second attack in, so don't, fucking idiot. Look at the chain. This Minotaur is literally going kamikaze style. Do you think they will ever make a God of War that shows his journey to Norse? I don't think so, but they should. Even in the novel. Like, tell me, how is it that someone can just basically sail to another land? I don't get that. When you launch them with the Hades weapons, why don't you do the soul magic attack, Olympic Archer? Then Hyperion Ram. There's no need for that. You just launch them and, you know, ram yourself. You have the perfect time to switch back to the blades. What is your favorite meme? Probably the Kratos cliff meme. It's either that or God of War Ragnarok, you know, when he stands up to Odin and says no. It's just, I don't know, there's a lot of really cool memes. Midgard Chronicler knows. I send him God of War memes all the time on Instagram. There are a lot of memes on Instagram, so yeah. Currently trying to do a no upgrade run on God of War Ragnarok, and I swear when enemies are higher level than you can't Hyperion grapple them? Yes, you can't Hyperion grapple them. You can only ram yourself to them. Actually, are you talking about the one where he hits them with the shoulder, the Hyperion ram? That can be done, but the other one can't be done. The one where he drags them and just launches them. That can't be done. The reason I'm not doing no upgrade runs for God of War 4 or Ragnarok is because they're too long, and let me be fully real with you guys. They're not meant for that. The developers did not have that in mind. Taking you 30 fucking minutes to end 3 Draugrs is not the way to go. The devs did not have the no upgrade in mind. It's like in God of War 1, 2, 3. They did have that in mind. They did consider, wait, what if the player is somehow unupgraded to this point? They did give you collisions. They did give you a lot of stuff. In God of War, like, it's based on your level. It's based on numbers. It's not based on... It is based on skill. I'm not saying you can't be... Like, you can beat it without skill and you only need numbers. No. You need skill, but it favored numbers. If you're low enough on your numbers, there are certain attacks that you can't block. Now, let's talk about the old God of Wars. Let's say this God of War. If you block an attack on easy mode, you can most definitely block it on very hard as well. It's as easy as that. It's balanced. It's not about numbers. In Ragnarok and God of War 4, since it's about numbers, there are some attacks that you can't block. Just because your numbers are not high enough. Your level is not high enough. Now that's just a basic example. Also, I'm not saying you can't do a no upgrade run. You can. It's just the game is too long. And I don't know what else. I just don't enjoy doing it. The game is too long, and it gets longer because enemies are bullet sponges or axe sponges. Do you like God of War Ragnarok armors? They're fine. Top 5 God of War secondary weapons. Spear of Destiny at number 1. And I don't know the other list. Have to think for a long time.
What is the meaning of this?
Your eyes do
Who is God of War Ragnarok was disappointing? It wasn't really disappointing.
years ago.
The game design could have helped with some
Still resting.
skippable cutscenes and walkie-talkies, but they didn't.
No.
I wouldn't say it was completely disappointing.
There is a stronger power. It has been missing from
Yeah, it's not as fun as the OG games, but I'm still enjoying it a bunch. It is a fun game. I saw an upgrade run plus on YouTube, and it took him a month, I think, if you want. So it's like not even that guy's skilled. I'm pretty sure he's just bobbing and weaving. He's pretty skillful in the game, but skill will not help you with the enemy health. They have a lot of health.
these evils. Zeus commissioned Hephaestus
Pandora's box.
long enough to
What the fuck?
feel.
It's like in here I can't skip cutscenes, which is a flaw in God of War 3. Whenever I make a God of War 3 retrospective or things done wrong and right, I will list this as a big flaw, but the thing is,
When you opened the
it's only 2 hours of cutscenes. Especially the last section, I'm not even... Like, for me, it's an hour and a half of cutscenes. Hell, I started the Underworld, it's like 1 hour of cutscenes whenever I play. Even less, actually, maybe 40 minutes of cutscenes. It has manual saves. It has... you can totally have a manual save after the tutorial section with Poseidon. I know it's not a tutorial section, but you can have a manual save there. It gives you your options to fix the game. Even if you don't do that, the maximum cutscenes, even if you count the one where Kratos deletes his life with the Blade of Olympus at the end, where Zeus dies and all that, and the section where you go with Fear Kratos, even if you remove that, even if you include that, sorry, it's 2 hours of cutscenes. I basically start the game in the Underworld every time, and I end the game in the... I end the game whenever I kill Zeus and Heart's Gaia. Heart's Gaia. And Gaia's heart, sorry. That's where you should end the game. That's where the gameplay ends. You can end it fine. Even in Ragnarok you can do that. Like the moment you finish Odin, you can just end the game. Restart if you want to do a run again. Except Ragnarok has 6 hours, 7 hours of cutscenes. If you remove the... It has 7 hours and a half of cutscenes. If you remove the Odin section, the part that comes after Odin, maybe you want to instantly restart. If you remove that, it's roughly 7 hours of cutscenes still. And now with the cutscenes comes the walkie-talkies. Other than walkie-talkies, you also have sections where you just stand and talk in a place. It's still gameplay. The game still tells you to press something. Why? Why not a cutscene? That's why it culminates in it being like, what, 10 fucking hours of cutscenes? And it's just no. Don't compare 10 hours to 1 hour of cutscenes. Like God of War 3 is roughly 1 hour of cutscenes. God of War 2 is maybe an hour and a half. And it's fine. I love the combat in Ragnarok. You can get really creative with it. Yes, you can. It is very fucking fun. Fear Kratos was the first walkie-talkie in the series, I think. Yes, but at the end. It's literally at the end of the game. There's no more gameplay. That first person section with Zeus is not gameplay. You're basically invincible in there. Zeus hits you and he cannot. His hand comes back and he can't keep up his assault. Come here, Yoi. Get out. Come. I'm gonna show you a pretty neat trick in just a second. Get up. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. This man is comboing. Who's this kid? Look at this. Wasn't that cool? Here's just rare thoughts about Atreus. I personally liked him. I liked how his combat his combat is not as deep as Kratos, of course. His combat is fine, but he could have used another melee weapon maybe. But I hate his sections. It's a lot of walkie-talkies. A lot of them. On a first walkthrough they're good. The story is really good with these, but they should give you an option to skip them. Or make him a cutscene, and again, if we could skip cutscenes, I would have no problem with that. That type of gameplay doesn't suit God of War. It suits games like Red Dead Redemption, which are specifically designed for story, apart from the open world. I mean, yeah, if you want to include walkie-talkies, I don't see how you're including them in your action game. There's something that Nakey Jakey mentioned once, and it was about the goofy goblin gamer brain, where you just, oh, I just want action. Where is this? I want to kill this guy real quick. This is so fun. And then they take you into a cutscene where you, a walkie-talkie where you can't skip it. And you're like, oh, all the action is suddenly slowed down. I hate the argument of pacing. It's like, hey, we need calm moments. Calm moments used to be some creative fucking puzzles in God of War, in the old God of Wars. Calm moments used to be some nice platforming. Not fucking walkie-talkies. I progressively get angrier the more we talk about God of War 4 and Ragnarok, so let's just not. Fucking love Ragnarok, that's what I'm trying to say, but it has flaws. Didn't they add cutscene skip in 2018, hoping Ragnarok does the same? They added cutscene skip, but the walkie-talkies were still there, and you couldn't skip them. And now about Ragnarok, don't you think it's weirdly weird for a game designer to make a game and not implement that thing? Elden Ring is miles bigger than God of War Ragnarok with its open world and all that, and it still had a New Game Plus. How do you just ship a game without New Game Plus? Why do I have to wait for months to get a New Game Plus mode that should be in the game? To get a cutscene skip thing that should have been in the game? There's just no rhyme or reason for these design choices. I don't know. They did add it for God of War 2018, but you know how they added it? People's demands. People just demanded New Game Plus. A lot of people were like, we want this game would fucking smack with a New Game Plus mode. And then after like, what, 4 fucking months? The game got a New Game Plus? And a cutscene skip? It's like, what is that? Why? And now this is God of War Ragnarok, a sequel to God of War 4. Why don't you include a cutscene skip? It's common sense in your action game. And that again gets me back to the argument. They favor people who play the game once instead of people who keep on playing the fucking game. Like, am I not important? I who have been playing all your other games for years. I'm not saying fuck the other people. You should favor me. Yeah, just make games for me. Don't make story games. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying you can make a cool story without tedious walking sections that are good on a first walkthrough, but even on a first walkthrough they could be remedied and they could be turned into a cutscene. Can't believe I'm telling a studio this shit. Basically, the other flaws are all in the review that I made. The one-shot camera should have never been a thing. It's cool, okay? Let's say it's cool, right? But then again, when you finish the game is still one-shot. You want to travel to another realm? Sit through the realm between realms for a minute. Then go to the next realm. I'm not even counting the part where you have to run towards the fucking Mystic Gateway. I activated Rage, but it's fine. He's done. He's bloody done. Come on. I want to hit him with the running animation, but it's not happening. And it's done. Ever played Max Payne? No. Playing Ragnarok is killing me with all that walkie-talkie. Replaying it kills you, yes. Perhaps New Game Plus takes extra time to develop, and they wanted to get Ragnarok out ASAP. Well, New Game Plus should be a thing that should be considered the moment you make the game. Even cutscene skipping. It's like, look at Devil May Cry 5. It's not about rushing a game. It's like the moment you start a development for something, give me an option to press start and then skip cutscene. A lot of rushed games have cutscene skips, have New Game Plus. That's not an excuse. Hey Zesty, have you tried out Blasphemous yet or not? I have tried it, but I never really played it a lot. I don't know. I've watched my dad play God of War 3 since I was like 6, and I'm so glad I got to finally play and beat it last month. Didn't realize how short it was. I'm glad you played the best game in the fucking cosmos. I gotta hide this because YouTube thinks you're too much. Your mind is just not ready to watch this, basically. Which is bullshit. Here you go. Watch this video, still get age restricted. I fucking hate that. DMC3 or DMC5? Now that my playstyle has kind of changed, I still play stylishly in DMC5, by the way, don't get anything twisted. But now my mindset kind of switched to favoring better combat and knowing more about combat. And now I kind of know that combat isn't just about your character being as deep as fuck. There's a lot of stuff that go into a great combat design. Like, see earlier when I said God of War 2 has the best combat in the entire series? Even though when considering God of War 3 has way more tools, like 4 times more tools than God of War 2. But then again, God of War 2's encounters are just better. That's just the thing. Yes, they are slightly better than God of War 3, but they are better. And the thing is, I'm favoring mechanics now and just things making sense and working more than complex characters. Like, I'm favoring Devil May Cry 4 and 3 a lot more than 5 nowadays. 5 is one hell of a game, but I kind of see how the enemies are just fucking trolls. It's like they're brain dead most of the time. So, I'm gonna say DMC3 over DMC5, even mechanically. There's also another reason. Even DMC4, I'm enjoying it a lot more because it's a lot more demanding than DMC5. So the thing is, the shit is about all this. DMC3 was designed with one character in mind. So you only had Dante. They designed all the enemies around Dante. Why DMC4 is kind of a failure is because they rushed it and they made 2 characters. So they had to design enemies around 2 fucking characters and not just one. And it's like, I don't know. That's why you see Blitz. Listen, I know there's a way to beat Blitz with Dante, and it's pretty fucking creative and stuff. You hit him with Barrel Log and Gilgamesh, sorry. You hit him with Gilgamesh and instantly block with the Royal Guard. Look, I know this works. I know it's somewhat of a good way to deal with him. But I assure you the devs did not mean this. Like with Nero, you have your tools. You have your fucking pistol that you can charge and just wreck his ass. But with Dante, you don't have such tools. Especially in the Bloody Palace where stuff can go wrong and the Gilgamesh does not work in your favor. You're fucked. In DMC3, all the enemies are designed for Dante. They added Virgil later, yes, but as just a DLC maybe. DLC type thing. I know he was on the special edition, but yeah. DMC5, here's why the enemies are so brain dead, so... You have 3 characters that you play as. And it's like, they're not so brain dead as in DMC2 brain dead. No, they're not that fucking stupid, but... Compare them to DMC4's enemies. And you'll know what I mean. Like, they didn't go with deep design for the enemies in DMC5. They don't do crazy shit that can be countered with something. They do. You have Fury. You have some enemies in here and there, but not as much as DMC4. Come here. By the way, in here you can ring out enemies as well. So, boom. Let me just showcase this thing. This barrier right here allows you to... This right here allows you to ring out enemies. See this guy? You gotta bait his attack. Boom. Ring him out. So yeah, in DMC5 they didn't have that thing in mind, like, hey, let's make this enemy really deep to kind of beat and stuff. They didn't. They just made an enemy that has some stuff going on for him. That's it. Like the Fury, you can parry him easily with Dante, let's say. You have the Royal Guard, you have the thingy with the Cerberus King, you know, the back forward triangle thing. You have your tools with him. With Nero, it's kind of worse since you don't have a lot of rapid movement. With V, it's fucking disastrous. What about the scissor enemies? See, it's like they didn't... If it was one character to be playable, they would design the enemies around that one character. Like, hey, this character has this tool that you can use to your advantage. It's like, look at Bayonetta. It has one character. This is why, in my opinion, Bayonetta is much better than DMC4. You have one character. The enemies are designed around one character, and everything works perfectly. Witch Time, like, there's Grace and Glory that Witch Time does not activate on because they're apparently too fast. It is what it is. This is why it's even better than DMC3. Bayonetta 3, sorry. When you design a game for one character, it's like, this is why the combat in God of War is better than DMC as well. It's like the enemies are designed specifically for Kratos. Imagine if they had Zeus in mind. They would have to design the characters around him. Look at this. I'm wrecking this fucking... This Cyclops just got wrecked with the amount of battering ram that hit him. Anyways, you want to deal a lot of damage to this guy as well. Don't ring him out. Don't ring him out. Be careful to not ring him out because you need him for his battering ram. Dodge. Grab him and go for battering ram. And the throw hit both of them, which was good. I wanted to get iframes from that, but I guess I couldn't. And now I guess I have magic, so I can use it. It's not just, how did I die? Of course, there's some frames that you can get hidden after that. This time I'm only gonna be favoring just pure damage, so don't worry. This section is gonna be beat pretty easily this time. So that magic attack, how I got hit, I have died like that before against Hercules. So the thing is, when it's done, it gives you don't have iframes, and it's a problem. So let's go through these guys. Now, yeah, back to DMC. This is why, like, the enemies in Devil May Cry 3, while it has very shitty enemies, it also gives you the tools to deal with every single enemy. It's like, see the guys that run away from you and they constantly run away and hit you with arrows, like the spider-looking motherfuckers? You have the sniper that you can use. It's called Spiral. It fucking fucks them up. You have your tools. Virgil was added as an afterthought, just like for fans, nothing more. The best hack and slash game is Minecraft. It is the best. That was a trick question. DMC2 is the best. Nice. Who remembers Bulletstorm? I haven't played it. Favorite enemy in God of War series? I don't know. It's either the Legionnaire captain from God of War 1 and 2. He's in the argument, definitely. Very risky plume. What the fuck? Boom. See, I'm going for pure damage here this time. Look at this animation. Favorite enemy? I couldn't tell you really. All of them are really fun. The hard enemies, you have your tools around them. And it's just, you can never get lost with an enemy if you're good enough. Did he really have to block that spirit? Come here. That was a nice 40 hit. This guy is also low, you know? And if you don't know, now you know, brother. Okay. Wreck this Cyclops as well. Boom. See that ass blast? Boom. Mash him with the bow. Have you ever tried... Hold on, let's not die. Let's come over here. Have you ever tried Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on critical mode? Pretty comparable to DMC and God of War combat. No, I haven't played it. I'm sorry. Boom. Very risky again. He was about to fucking whip out his dick. Come here. Speaking of dicks, he's a dick that is about to die. Make a hot take video on DMC. Funny enough, my first hot take video was DMC. It was about Devil May Cry 3, I think. I basically came up with a hot take. And I was like, okay, you guys leave your hot takes in the comments. And I never went back to that series at the time. So it is kind of ironic that my first Let's Argue video was a Devil May Cry video. Let's Argue is of course not my idea. It's Fantano's idea. Fantano is a music reviewer, the internet's busiest music nerd. And there was another guy that I can't recall his name for some reason right now. Yeah, I got the idea of making Let's Argue for God of War and Devil May Cry from him. I think his name was either Crispy or I don't know. I can't remember it. But he did it for Call of Duty Zombies. And then I was like, huh, this is nice. I want to make this for God of War. And I did. Except I started with Devil May Cry. Zesty, do you play any fighting game? I used to play Dragon Ball FighterZ a lot. Mortal Kombat 9 a lot. That's about it. Some Brawlhalla here and there before, but that's it really. Nothing that deep. Grand Vestibule. I want to reach Hercules and wrap up the stream. Should we fight Hercules? 1 in the chat if you want me to fight Hercules. 2 in the chat if you don't want me to fight Hercules. Whoops, I missed these guys. Hold on. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Boom. Redirect him all you want because you can. This and the Olympus Fiends are the only enemies that you can redirect. What is the best Dragon Ball fighting game? Infinite World. 1, 1, 1. Okay, we're gonna do Hercules as well. Why God of War Ragnarok is not the game of the year? Because Elden Ring is better. I prefer God of War Ragnarok, but generally you have to give it to Elden Ring. With these guys, the optimal approach, launch them, grab them infinitely in the air. If the guy who asked about the gauntlet and the labyrinth, if he's hopefully here, this is the way to deal with these guys. Just infinitely grab them in the air. How can you keep playing God of War so much without getting bored? It's about refining encounters, and it's about the amazing combat that never... Like, you fight an encounter, and if you perfect it, you do it the same way every time. But you can mix in a lot of stuff in it. You can change it all you want, basically. It is the most creative combat in the entirety of gaming, in my opinion. So, how can I get bored? I perfect some challenges that I do. I do some amazing combos. It's just, I don't know. I can never get bored of God of War. It's like just the idea of this, of smashing enemies into each other and this plume. You can never get tired of them. If you favor combat in games, you can never. And then again, it does return to the mindset. Like, there are some people who never replay games. There are a lot of people who find replayability in online games, which I totally understand. But for me, I find replayability in action games. Specifically character action games and not shooters. The only shooting game that I play would be Resident Evil 4. Hey man, I just beat the labyrinth with the tips you told me about with the sirens and whatnot. Took me like 3 days to beat. I'm glad you beat it now. Now you know the optimal approach for stuff. Keep the undead. Don't kill them, the small enemies. Evolve your blades! No! Read God of War never get old. It's also another thing is that you have to have the mindset of dealing with combat encounters. Like, that's why people are still playing Bayonetta 1. That's why people are still playing Devil May Cry. That's why people like me are still playing God of War. Games with amazing combat are just the fucking best. They favor gameplay. And that's the most important thing in games. It's just about as simple as you can get it. It's like you have to have a mindset where you favor encounters over boss fights. Encounters are much more important and much more fun than a great boss fight. It's like the Sisters of Fate are so fun, right? But you should perfect the combat encounters because that's the majority of the game that you're playing. The Sisters of Fate is just one boss fight. Bada bing, bada boom, done. But encounters, you perfect them. You play them again. You go through them every time you play the game. So it's basically a mindset thing why I'm never getting bored of God of War. I favor combat and gameplay. That's why I can never get bored. Ever since I first put my hands on any God of War game, I kept playing it. Just to get better at the encounters and the bosses. Then I got introduced to Devil May Cry and I started playing stylishly and with style and stuff. Again, it opened the game further for me. I replayed them even more than I used to already before. Then I got into this challenge running scene. And I've never been this happy with anything. It's just mad fun. Hello, welcome to the stream. What's your favorite DMC3 weapon? Okay, let's take Rebellion out of the scene because it's obviously Rebellion. My favorite weapon would be, I think, this is a hard question. So there is Agni and Rudra. There is the Barrel Log. Yeah, Barrel Log. There's also, not Barrel Log, sorry, Beowulf. There's also the Cerberus, the Nunchucks. And I don't know which one to choose. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with the Agni and Rudra. They're so fine, especially with the Sword Master mode. What you're seeing me do here is get behind this lever and run towards the boundary. Running towards the boundary gives the undead to taunt. Look at them. They're not attacking. I'm gonna wait and do this until the siren spawns. With the siren, it's gonna be a skill game from there. What's your favorite? God of War? No. Okay. Launch her. Ah, man, I failed it. Hit her with a bunch of arrows. I'm pretty sure there's a better strat against her. Just make sure to zone out with these guys. And hope for the best. Hope she does the petrification thing because it can help out by a big time. Just know that Claw's plumes are so good since they keep these guys up. Okay, now we're done. Boom. The plumes with the claws of Hades are much better. They just are. Boom. This is done much faster than I expected, but okay. The plumes keep on hitting the enemies. And it just keeps them stabilized in one place. Man, come on. I don't know what's wrong with the petrification in God of War 3. It's much more forgiving, which is good. Okay, let's grab her. She almost hit me. I think she was like 1 frame away from hitting me. Come here. The guy who did Let's Argue for COD is Chrism. Chrism, yes! Oh my god, I remember now. His videos really inspired me. I was like, wait, Fantano does this. This guy's doing it for Call of Duty Zombies. This is awesome. And then I got the idea of doing it for God of War from him. I was like, okay, you can do this for gaming. It's so fun. So yeah. Can't wait for you to get into the theory community. Get into the theory community. I'm friends with a lot of them. I love these people. Captain Cuba, John Ford, Dafucus, Midgard Chronicler, Martyr Might Die. These guys really make some of the best theories. I know them. I like theory videos when they're not insane. And they have some pretty nice theories that really blow your mind. Like the Midgard Chronicler's nipple theory. Look at that. We haven't had a good theory like that ever since that SpongeBob skin theory. It's just perfectionism. Bro, forgot about Niven. Is it Niven or Nivan? I'm gonna come out in the clean. It's not good. On Nintendo Switch, it is good. Because you can switch weapons, right? Like, you have a couple of attacks that are cool with Niven. But other than that, it's nothing that crazy to get crazy about. It is a cool concept. Like, you're fucking using a guitar to attack. I love how Bayonetta and Devil May Cry just go one step further and crazier with their stuff. It just gets more and more silly and it's just so funny. Like in Devil May Cry 3, you had a what? You had a fucking guitar as a weapon. In Bayonetta 3, you have a train. A train. You can turn yourself into a train. In Devil May Cry 5, you have a motorcycle as a weapon. Okay, again, if you reach the labyrinth, do this and infinitely grab her like that. Except if there's another one behind you, just get busy with her. See, like this. Mash circle, basically. But you gotta also watch out for attacks coming from behind. Boom. Most badass... Oh, hold on. I'm gonna read that again. Come here. Boom. 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 See, it's fun to combo. In God of War 3, it is fun to combo. Because you have a lot of tools and fast stuff that are not optimal, but it's just, I do this with every enemy, every last enemy when we're left together. Of course, when I'm casually playing, like without challenges, I don't even do this only with the last enemy. I do this with every single enemy. Let's go. What rank are you in Brawlhalla? I haven't played it in 50 years. Kratos costumes, tobacco, legendary kush, the cowboy hat in DMC5. Yeah, see, a cowboy hat. Like, it's like it gets more and more silly. And Bayonetta 3 really took it to another level by allowing you to turn into a train. Hello there. Welcome to the stream, Hristo Zimnas. Everybody clap for Hristo Zimnas. I'm still waiting for the day where you make a grand entrance. You come to the stream and you're like, are you winning, son? But you never do so. Bayo 1 had the ice skates. Yeah, see? Just silly shit. It's fucking good. Dante is Michael Jackson. Who's the most badass old man again? The most badass old man? Zeus. Hercules top 5 God of War fight. It is so much fun. It's like, it kind of defines the philosophy of God of War bosses perfectly. It's a boss fight, right? That you can hit. It's like a Cyclops type enemy, but more agile and faster, right? And the game gives you your tools. You have the undead around you that you can use battering ram with. You can throw them to him. You can do a lot of stuff with them. It's just basically defining of the combat of God of War and the bosses encounters. It's just great how it gives you your tools. It's perfectly defining of the God of War bosses that we get. Just giving you tools with the boss. Don't forget Pandora, which is shape-shifting into 5,000 different things. Pandora? Yeah, it's a suitcase that transforms into billions of stuff. Are you winning, boy? You'd like dear teacher to make an entrance? Next time. Well, you are late for the class. The stream is about to wrap up after Hercules. I might even go a little further because I'm feeling like it, but we've been streaming for nearly 3 hours now. And I turned off the subtitles the other day. I was like, hold on, if I'm playing this game for the God knows how many time, why are the subtitles on? Like, look at this. It's just like one complete scene with nothing on the screen. But most badass mortal old man, it's Kung Fu CJ. He's named The Fuck. He is good. Yeah, The Fuck is good. So how many watches do you have in your collection? I think 11. I forgot that the Gauntlet of Zeus was a happen in God of War. The Gauntlet of Zeus is in Chains of Olympus. Your opinion on God Hand, a game I wish we should have a sequel or remake. It's one fucking hell of a game. See, it's like, it is the formula of God. God of War, the new God of Wars follow that formula, but the thing is, God Hand is, as Matthew Matusis put it, unapologetically gamey. It's just, you're kicking enemies fast, and I don't know, it's not shy to do some silly shit. Whereas God of War is, no, we're real today. That's the main critiques for a lot of critics about the real critics, by the way, and not just fucking SJW's critics. I'm talking real critics who critique the gameplays. Come here. Kratos targeting, please. For the longest, I thought you could ring out enemies. Oh, you can. But it is quite useless. Imagine if we could knock out Hercules. That would make a day. That would make a man proud. Come here. Boom. Can y'all be done or die or something? Oh my god. Brittany is such a bitch. Could you turn on subtitles? I can turn on subtitles, but why do you need subtitles? Boom. You ready to come down here, big guy? Boom. That's your cue. Would you say Ragnarok is better than 2018 in all aspects? Yes, in all aspects. I even like the story more, so I guess that makes sense. I never played God of War 3 with no subtitles. I didn't do this. I've been playing it with subtitles for a long time. Look at all these collisions. Not collisions, I mean battering ram, but hey. You know, in here they keep coming towards you. Oh, look at it. Look at this guy. Look at this fool. If they keep coming towards you, they won't get knocked back, so you can do this. Which just wrecks everyone. Anyways, the strategy against this guy. What you want to do is grab one of these kits, run through them. Just basically run towards Hercules, like this. Grab another one, and do the same thing. And he's done. See, this is what I meant when you should favor battering ram in here. By the way, is God of War 3 Collision the same as God of War 1? Where the higher difficulty goes, the more they scale? No, they don't scale. That's why I'm saying you should favor battering ram. It's known amongst the vets that you should favor this. This is the battering ram. You're hitting the enemy every time, and every hit is 10 damage. And it is the most reliable thing here. Like in God of War 2, you would do this. You would just throw one of these undeads to Mr. Herc over here, like this. But in here, you want to favor this because you're hitting him multiple times. It's the closest thing you can get to full collisions from God of War 1 and 2. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. I just hit him for 40 damage there. A full collision is usually 50 damage. And this is what I meant by this boss perfectly defining the philosophy of God of War bosses. It's like you have all these tools to deal with him. Grab this guy, run towards him, and he's done, right? And again. Basically, battering ram is the closest you can get to full collisions. There. A shame we don't have a BR type for heavy enemies. Herc proves it's possible. Run up to the spikes. Yeah, this is a battering ram, but it's a bit rough. The air of Olympus affects your thinking. And there goes the power. If the power comes back, you might hear my UPS blinging right now. If the power comes back in time, I'm gonna continue this stream a little further after finishing Hercules. But if this happens, I guess, if the console shuts down, then it is what it is. I'm just glad I'm not getting kicked out of my console all of a sudden for no reason. And if we get the beeps that mean danger, we're gonna stop the stream. Actually, is Rage good in here? I think it's good. Whoa! He cancels you out of the rage as well. What good is this shit then? Boom. This is what Haristos meant by dog shit. It's literally dog shit. You can't make this shit up. Boom. Ooh, I meant to jump. Damn. This is dragging out for way too long. Guess I'm gonna have to fix this shit for you guys. With some magic. Since it's like I did say don't... I'm not saying don't try to use magic, but it's just that try to refine your encounters. Don't depend on luck. It's kind of like a Bloodborne or Dark Souls boss, where if you beat him in the nick of time and just like barely beat him, you're kind of satisfied, but not as satisfied as really beating him with skill and pure skill. That's why it's like magic is a get out of jail free card. Well, I didn't know that I can press X after grab in God of War 2 until recently. Good thing you know now. Hurry up! I mean, I hope the power comes back, but if it doesn't, I guess we will not make it with Hercules. I don't think we can kill him. Because my UPS only stands still for like 10 minutes. It's gonna go with some dangerous bleeping in a second, and I'm gonna have to turn off the console. Itchy Tushy causes stinky finger. Does he not take damage in here? There is no hit counter, but I don't know if it's confirmed that he doesn't take damage. Boom. Boom. Come on, Hercules. We're running short on time. No hugs, bitch. Where's Thor when you need him? Honestly, now that the power is shut down, I'm willing to scream, Zeus! Is this how you face me, coward? Oh, I forgot. I have this. Is it done? Make it done, bitch! Look at you getting arrowed to death. I really want to finish Hercules to get the autosave after this, because I kind of showcase how to beat him. Raging God with Free is like putting yourself in a genjutsu. It is useless. The only good uses would be to cancel animations with it. Like to cancel the Cyclone of Chaos maybe. Or to kind of spread enemies after you drop from the air. You know, activating it in the air is good because you get the thing. Okay, it's done. Please. Quick. I need to bash your head in quick before the UPS turns off. This stream will be over whenever the UPS turns off. And if the power is back, then that's a plus. Did the stream dip? 1 in the chat if it's good, 2 in the chat if it's bad. Did it dip or is it still in good quality? I don't want any lag. Boom. Imagine if I fail the QTE here. Boom. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 19 hits. Is it 19? Is it 19? Yes, it's 19. Good thing my memory didn't fuck with me. Okay, I'm getting a lot of ones. Okay, thank you. I'm really glad that this stream is no longer lagging. Because I watch my old streams. Not old, but you know, a week ago streams. And they're lagging to fucking death, and I hate it. I mean, not that it's gonna be the only streams that I'm gonna be doing. Like, I'm gonna do no upgrade runs and Pain Plus runs forever, basically. But it is what it is. Except not maybe Pain Plus is not gonna be done that frequently. I love the challenge, but God, does it take long. Like, there are some rooms where you have to just, I don't know, fuck the enemies up. You only have the blades, you don't have tools to deal with them. So it does take long. UPS is about to turn off. I want to at least beat this as well. Before the UPS turns off. Boom, boom. Kratos, where you aiming? Where you aiming at, step bro? So what? Never judge any stream from Iraq, Tunisia, Libya. Yeah. It's basically electricity in here. Power shortage. I want to, if I can, if the UPS allows me, I want to showcase one more skill. And it's to take out the shieldy boys. You'll get comfortable with Pain Plus before long. It's not about comfort really. It's just about, like, it takes longer. The encounters might take longer. Now here's the thing. Use plumes, switch to the Nemesis Cestus. A much safer way to take out the shields. Switch instantly to the Cestus and you get this. See, like, you're kind of positioning with them. Your footing is much better from here. Like, even that guy, from afar, you get him. Wreck 'em. Boom. The power the power shortage runs for long in here. Like, right now it's 1 AM. I think it's like this every night. Every night it shuts down. Like, we run through a power shortage at like 1 AM. And then it's just like, it stays for like an hour. Then it comes back and cuts again, and it's just fucky. So far the UPS has been doing good. Even if I don't reach that save data, it's fine. I'm gonna resume from there in the next no upgrade run. For now, what you want to do here is grab this guy, boom, And if they fall in this water, I was about to really showcase this way deeper, but since I'm running short on time, I really would like to just eliminate all of them. See, this is much easier than going in their face and smashing the things. Like, this stuns them, and then, like, switching to the cestus. Square, square, triangle, switch to the cestus. It breaks their stuff. Alright, come here. Run a train on them. Not in the bad way. End everything with magic. It's fine. We don't need magic. That magic was used there only to kind of speed up this process. We good? You're my favorite God of War. You're my favorite YouTuber. I love how passion you have for these games. Thank you so much, man. Glad you like the videos. Really glad. Thank you. I'm really thankful for you. Anyways, we reached the end of the stream. I'm really sorry, Zim, if you just joined the stream, but now that the power just cut, I don't want to end the stream with the whole stream ending on a bad note where I'm in the middle of an encounter. So I'm just gonna end it here. I hope you guys learned from this stream all the strats. Hope you guys had fun and learned this stuff. Hope you guys do these runs yourself because they're infinite fun. And yeah, we're gonna resume in the next run, hopefully. I'm gonna keep you updated about the Clone War, about a lot of the next future videos. Thank you for being in this long ass stream. And yeah. Well, what's the UPS? The UPS just, if the power shuts down, it keeps the console and the TV on. Damn it, once again, I just got here. I am really sorry, man, but the power does not look like it wants to come back. See you guys next stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I guess that's it. Peace. Look at that. Fuck.